From downtown, this is Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam, and you're listening to NintenDomain Podcast. Boom shakalaka!
This week in NintenDomain, we're back to talk about whatever we did on Thanksgiving, plus Black Friday deals, and Happy Metroid Prime 4 Day.
All that festing wrecked me.
My storage wars are over.
Welcome to NintenDomain Podcast, episode 499. We have one more week till our 500 episode, 500.
Wow.
So the plan is that we're going to stream it next week on Twitch, twitch.tv/NintenDomain Podcast. We'll be starting at 9:30 Central. And I've asked a couple people who've been on our show before to come by and talk to us about some of their favorite moments and what they'd like to see for the future of NintenDomain and all that. So we'll have like a collection of guests that'll come in and out, for, I told everybody like 10 minutes or so, I don't want to do, obviously if we got like 6 guests, then that's a lot. So that was a plan. I figured we're kind of
complimentary content, please.
We'll be a little bit, be a little bit looser with our normal schedule and all that.
Yeah, looser than usual.
Yeah. But we'll just, we'll talk to them and we'll talk about whatever. And I figure we'll just kind of go back and forth. But yeah, check out that, mark it on your calendar or whatever. Put down the Twitch and all that. And if you say anything in the comments, we'll mention that too. So
come join us.
That's our plan.
Yeah, imagine you could be typing to us while we're talking to each other.
Oh,
that could be cool.
All right. So yeah, now that we've already said all that thing. Oh yeah, and also, if you want to hear, our bonus episodes and all that stuff and support the show, go to patreon.com/NintenDomain Podcast. We're going to put up a poll for our next episode on there. So all tiers will get to see that and you can vote. We all had a different idea for our next one. So check that out there. But we're your hosts. I'm Trey Minigame Master Johnson.
I'm Jeremy Puppet Guy Mikowski.
I'm John Upgrade Knitter.
Where you just didn't want to be the master because mine's already in there? Or
that was kind of the joke, yeah.
or maybe you shouldn't use that term anymore, I guess.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Whatever.
It was alliteration or some shit. Yeah, we're back. We took a break last week. If you're, I'm sure if you listening to us now, you'd listen to us before. But I put up one of our Patreon episodes for free on the regular feed, so you got to listen to our Nintendo 64 ranking from last year. Is what I put up for as a Thanksgiving gift.
Back when the N64 was new on the Switch.
Yeah, whenever that was. It was some, I figured one that, I didn't want to put one that was super old, but not one that was super new, so that I felt like that would be a good one.
Well, something borrowed or something blue.
I thought about putting up the one from last November, but that was us talking about how sad we were because of the election and how we wanted to live somewhere else, and I was like, well, maybe that one's too much of a downer for right now. Maybe we don't need to be reminded of that. Of that time.
We're reminded of that every day.
Maybe we should find a quote from the 100th, the 200th, the 300th.
Of what we said?
I don't know.
We could. I mean, that's some extra work there, but I could take a look at it. But yeah, let's start off our show as we normally do and talk about games we got and games we've been playing. Like I said, we got a couple weeks off, so we got time to do things and, family shit or whatever. I wanted to... I got some show and tell stuff here that I got while I was at my mom's house. So I went to Peoria for the weekend before Thanksgiving. That's when my mom normally does would try to do the Thanksgiving stuff the weekend before because a lot of people were like busy after that. So we went this year and I had a plan. I had a plan for whenever I would return to Peoria again, and that was to visit a store called Stooges Comics and Collectibles. Now, this is a comic book store that's actually has just got started like this year, I think, like maybe only been open for a few months or half a year or something like that. But it was started by the guy who owned the comic store that I went to when I was in high school. So the owner, Chris, has actually looked me up online like years ago on Facebook, and was like, hey, what's up? And we kind of became friends online again. And I saw that he had opened another comic store, and I was very excited to go. And I was like, well, I'll come whenever I'm in Peoria again. And I did. I went there, and I wanted to just throw some money down and be a supporter because, we were pretty close back in the day. My friend Caleb and I, we went to his wedding. I remember him and his brother came to my graduation party. So we were, we hung out outside of the comic store. Not to mention, like, we would go there after hours and play Star Wars role playing and stuff like that. And it was just it was a really good experience for me. And I've talked many times on this show about how much I love comic books and how it was, how I grew up reading them and all that. And Central City Comics is what it was called in Morton. And that was a big part of it. That was just kind of like a place we would hang out. I even like worked there for a day once, and I made a video for high school. Like, that was my job shadowing. I went to the comic store to run that's what I did for my job shadowing project. And we made a video about it of, like a mock video of me selling comics to the owners and all that stuff. So we did, like I said, we were fairly close and we did a lot of shit. I wish I could find that video because he mentioned it while I was there. And I was like, I have no idea where that video is. I mean, it's probably in a box somewhere in my house now.
Did you pretend like you were at the cash register and stuff?
Yeah, I was at the cash register, and his brother like went through the line, and I sold him comics or whatever.
Like some Superman or some maybe some Spider-Man.
Something like that. I mean, it was probably Fantastic Four because that was the big one I was into. But no, I remember I covered for them one day when they went to a comic convention that was out of town, and they paid me in. They were like, just whatever you want. What do you want? So they paid me in comics, and I was like, tell me whatever you want through the back issues, and we'll give you a bunch of free stuff. And I was like, okay. So I covered them for paid. I worked for comics there for like one day. But yeah, no, it was a place for us to hang out and, not get into trouble. And they were always cool to us and all that stuff. So I remember my friend Caleb and I think the first day, well, we went there, we were working at some like church thing or whatever, some fucking church like garage sale or whatever that was awful. And we ended up getting like kicked out for, I don't know why, probably for Caleb causing trouble or something like that. But we both got exiled from the garage sale, and we were both kind of like bummed out. And he was like, "Hey, we should go see that new comic store." And at the time, it was called Joker's Den, and that was a different guy who owned it, Jerry, which he was always kind of a little weird. I liked Chris better, but we went there and we met Jerry, and that just became like our place that we hung out all the time. And they had the Super Nintendo there. They had the Batman pinball machine. I remember playing a lot of that, like the 1989 Batman, the Tim Burton one, which was really cool. And they had the X-Men arcade game there for a minute too. So there was stuff to do, like aside from the comics. And yeah, we would just hang out there, and it was it was cool. I think it was the first time I met people who could like speak entirely in Star Wars quotes and all that and that sort of thing. So it felt like it was like Star Trek. That's Star Trek, but it was like me.
Oh, the Force be with you.
It was like it's like when you find a really nice bar when you're older. It's like that sort of thing, but younger. Minus the alcohol and whatnot. But while I was there, I decided, I was like, I'm going to go there and I'm going to throw some money down just to support, the comic book world, and just because I was happy that that he was able to get a comic book store again. So yeah, Jess and I went there on the way back. On the way to my mom's house, we stopped there first, and just gave a look around to see what they had. And I was like, I didn't really know what they had, but we ended up getting a couple bags of different things, which I'm going to show now. And I did get a gift from him for. That was very appropriate for showing up. He gave me a free copy of Marvel All-on-One, The Thing versus the Marvel Universe, because The Thing is one of my favorite characters. So
that's awesome.
And this is like comic books aren't cheap anymore. This is an $8 comic here. That's like a fairly somewhat new comic. It's actually I saw it on Marvel Unlimited right after I got it, but it's it's a whatever. It's like a double-sized one. Because he remembered that I was the Thing fan, so
yeah, it's got a nice like square binding.
So he threw me something for stopping in. But let's see, what else do we get? I also got he had some Marvel 2-in-1 stuff. I didn't know exactly which ones I needed. I need to like catalog that because I did end up getting a double, but it's fine. It was the cheapest one. But I got Marvel. I got a Marvel 2-in-1, 2, 3, and 4. This is like the thing like limited series. There was like 100 comics of them, of him with a different person every month. I got a bunch of these, but I don't have. I'm missing some. It turns out I didn't have this. I didn't have the Submariner one, but I did actually already have the Daredevil one. So I got 2 of these. But this one was 10. It was the cheapest out of all of them. So whatever. And I do have doubles, so it's no big deal. But I picked up that. I got the Submariner one, and I got the Captain America, the thing in Captain America also. Just kind of going by my own, like, do I remember if I own this or not, sort of thing. And in the same world, I also bought this Doctor Doom toy. This cool one. But really fun. One fun thing about it is if you open it, there's a little sticker up here at the top that says KB Toy Stores. Yeah, represent. You remember that shit back in the day?
I do.
So it's blacked out, but if you look at it real close, it says like
$400.
It says like KB Toy Store, like $3 clearance or whatever on it.
Whatever we feel like charging dollars.
Yeah, I mean, well, because I'm sure when it came out, and it's like, it's like a numbered whatever. It's one of there were only so many of them released, but there's a Doctor Doom with a, with like the cloth cape and all that fun stuff, and yeah, I mean, that was the only really actually I do have one other Fantastic Four thing, but like as far as like they didn't have a whole lot of Fantastic Four stuff, but I got the Doom back before Doom was Robert Downey Jr. We got this one when Doom was a real villain still. But yeah, I got that for $24. It also has an advertisement for an Aunt May doll on the back. I never saw her, but there's that. It's like I mean, maybe
they just printed those to order.
And speaking of Fantastic Four stuff, I also got a Silver Surfer pewter statue.
Oh,
That's cool.
Of the Norrin Rad, not the one from the latest Fantastic Four movie, the one from the one before that, the one that Doug Jones played. But yeah, here you go, Norrin Rad for $30. It's a cool little statue.
So if anyone's going to be pewter, it should be him.
He's standing on top of a comic book under here.
You should paint it just to be a jerk.
No. Turn him into the Gold Retriever instead of the Silver Surfer. No way. Yeah, this is limited. It says one of 9,998. Really? This is the first one? Maybe I should have sold it for more. It's got a
Why did they
certificate.
go that far and not go all the way to 10,000? That seems stupid.
Yeah, actually it is. It just says this is one of those because on the back it has the actual number. It says this is
one was the Golden Retriever.
This is 6,108 is the number, the actual
and then
number.
the last one was the Platinum Panther.
But yeah, it's a cool one. I mean, and it's got a Silver Surfer comic on the back too, like one of the newer ones. But I wanted to get like a statue or something like that I could look at and be like, oh yeah, I got that from Stooges, so I could remember that I was there or whatever. And this next thing, I've never seen these before, so I felt I kind of had to get them just because they're very weird and they're still kind of like they're very much me in a couple ways. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Chopsticks. I've never fucking heard of these before ever, and they were
fucking cool.
They were just too fucking weird for me to not get. I got them for like $12, but it's like, I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite movie series of all time. So, but like, I'm not going to use them. I'm gonna keep them in the package. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street chopsticks, and they're like, it's Freddy's glove, and there's like 2 really long needles on the top here, and. It's like it's like the Cheaters ones, where they're already connected. But there you go. This is my weird. We always got to get something weird. There's the weird thing from there. That's from the first bag. In the second bag, something interesting. Right when I got there, they had a wall. They had like a full wall of Star Trek toys. And Chris is like, "Yeah, we've been told that we have the biggest collection of Star Trek toys." And I mean, it's actually the most Star Trek toys I've seen in one spot. For sure. So they got a lot of them, and Jess and I found a lot that we had never seen before. So we picked up some of these as well. So we got I got the Andorian, or one of the Andorians from the original series right there. He's got a full he's got like a pink cape there that's all like that's all fluffy and whatnot. Andorians were always some of my favorite aliens. They were the ones with the weird... They're pretty much just, they just got antenna on their heads. But if you ever watched Enterprise, there was like an Andorian who was played by, what's his name, Jeffrey Combs. He was in Reanimator. he was like probably the most well known of the Andorians. But I always thought they were really cool. Actually, there was an Andorian in the Strange New Worlds also that was really cool because he was blind and he was actually played by a blind person, which was really cool. But they killed him in the first season, which was stupid. Spoilers, sorry if you haven't seen it yet. It's free on YouTube. You can watch all of them. But yeah, Andorians, I always thought they were cool. I actually have an Andorian toy over there, but it's not as cool as this one. It was like a smaller one that I got from Toy Tour. Let's see. Also, sticking with the original series stuff, I found a toy of the Gorn from Arena, which is, I love the Gorn so much. He's so cool. They actually did newer versions of the Gorn for Strange New Worlds that are pretty cool. But I love this fucking Gorn dude. Arena is one of my favorite episodes. That's from the first season. But if you watch Star Trek on any of the streaming services now, there's a Lucas version of it where they've like upgraded everything, and now the Gorn blinks, which is weird. But yes, now he has eyes that blink, even though in the original suit his eyes did not blink. But yeah, I found this cool Gorn figure, which hell yeah. And those are the ones that I got. These ones were more for Jess, but we still picked them up. So everyone's favorite. From Star Trek Voyager, we found a toy of Neelix right here. we got a Neelix.
Oh my god, that's like the freaking Jar Jar Binks of that show.
Hey, yeah, I mean, Jess likes Neelix. I know. I
like Neelix
heard
too.
he got a lot of shit, but I mean, he doesn't seem. I've seen more annoying.
There's a couple episodes where he's a psychotic, jealous person.
Yeah, he does some weird shit. From what I've seen, and his like girlfriend is the girl from SLC Punk too. It's what's her face, right? Trish. Or no, not Trish.
She's only like 2 years old.
The other one, Sandy. It's
weird.
It's Steve-O's girlfriend, yeah. Which I always, whenever I see it, I was like, wow, I like Sandy. There she is. And we got one more thing. This one's pretty obscure. It's a deep cut. We didn't even know this toy existed, but it's a Lita the Dabo girl from Deep Space Nine. I guess she dated one of the Ferengis, and it's like it was too weird to not get. Like this whole backside of what's available. It's like with this one, there was one that was like when Cisco turns into a Klingon. They had a toy of that too. Like there's some pretty like odd ones. Yeah, you get like the Beverly when she's married to Picard is one of them, or the lady from the Star Trek 1 movie, the first one that was really bad, the motion picture. You could find her. But yeah. Lots of cool Star Trek toys. Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to Chris and to Stooges Comics and Collectibles for if anybody's in Peoria. I think it's at like Lake and Prospect or something like that. Don't quote. I know it's on Lake. I know it's on Lake Avenue. It's in a mall with a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, look it up. I was really happy to thanks for having us. And it's nice to shoot the shit and talk about the old days and all that, and spend some dough on comic books and toys. So.
'Tis the season.
Been waiting like 2 weeks to like I haven't put them around yet because I wanted to do a whole thing on here about it. So I haven't found places for them yet, and I don't know if Jess is where we want to put the Star Trek toys or whatnot. But I thought it was a pretty good haul there. I think I ended up paying like $170, which I wanted to. That was my plan. I wanted to spend some money there just to support the place, to say thanks for taking care of my weird ass when I was like 16 or whatever. And that's that. Let's see. While we were out, they added some new games to the Game Boy and NES app on the Switch. Did you guys mess around with them at all?
I did.
Yes.
So last night so they added a bunch of like new Metroid icons, also for Nintendo Switch Online. And it's like, you got to play Metroid 2 or play like Metroid Zero Mission. And I wanted to get all the different icons. So I did. I jumped on the Game Boy app and I was like, oh, I forgot that there's this new stuff on there. So I did, just for a little bit, I played Bionic Commando, which actually looks great on Game Boy. Like it moves really well. Like the animation is great. Like I played through the first 3 or 4 levels on there. And I never really... I never really got into the original Bionic Commando on NES. I thought it was really hard. I mean, obviously there's no jump. It's just you use your clamp arm thing, and I always found that like really confusing. And so I never really had that much love for it. I got the remake on PS3 that came out like however long ago. I didn't really like that one that much either, but
it wasn't well received. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get the 3D one where the soul of his wife lives in his arm. Like that That one's
Oh, I
supposed
know
to be
what you're
really,
talking
really
about.
weird. So they did like a third-person one that
What's
was
that
fully
called?
3D. Now, I think it's just called Bionic Commando
Oh,
because the version of him is in like the Marvel vs. Capcom game. They have that Bionic Commando, but his like the soul of his dead wife like lives in his arm, and she talks to him like through his prosthetic arm or whatnot. It's really weird. I always kind of wanted to play that one because apparently the story for that is really out there. But Bionic Commando for Game Boy it looks really nice. It's really smooth. I thought the music was good on there from what I heard.
I noticed something. I was playing it today, and I thought that there's like some kind of effect going on. Where like to me, it just really looks like you're looking at a Game Boy screen. And when I played a couple of the games, I checked if I had my filters on. I didn't have a filter on. There's just something about that game, the way that it moves. They have like a little bit of a blur to it, which just was reminiscent of the actual old Game Boy screen. So I don't know why that one game kind of stands out in that way, in a good way to me.
They did add some sort of some extra stuff to the app in itself also when they added those games. I guess they added like new CRT filters, and supposedly there's like an Easter egg where you can make it do like where the Nintendo thing comes down and beeps and all that, but mine didn't do that because I opened it through the NSO app, so it went straight to Metroid Prime 2, so I didn't see like the regular like startup or whatever. I'm sure you have to hold a button or something to see it. But no, I just thought it because a lot of Game Boy games like that moved like that were like blurry, and I was just surprised that it looked so clear when I was and there's different settings you can have for it. I think I have mine set on the Game Boy Color version or whatever, so there's like some color in there, and I just was impressed by how good it looked and how fast the movement was and all that because I played a lot of really shitty old like 2D games like that on Game Boy, and it impressed me. It just kind of I was like, oh yeah, this seems a lot better than I expected it to be, but I don't really know. And I played the Kid Icarus game as well, just a little bit, and that's probably the farthest I've gotten in any Kid Icarus game, which isn't that far. But the Kid Icarus one, I would always just get really confused and lost. I know you played it for a good amount, Jeremy, right? The original one.
I got into it briefly after NES remix, or not NES remix, World Championship.
Yeah, Championship. You like memorized that end part, right, where you had to go through.
I can
all
play
the
through
stuff.
I can play through the first like set of levels pretty easily.
Did you guys try out the Kid Icarus 2 at all in the Game Boy one?
I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Monsters and Men.
What did you think?
It's fine. It's a game that definitely reminds you about like the resolution difference between the NES and the Game Boy. So it's got to like do a lot more scrolling to show like a
lot bigger sprites too.
Space. Yeah,
sprites are way bigger, but I mean,
it looks good. It's like
it's
like it's zoomed in a little too much to be comfortable at first, but after a while you kind of just understand it. And also like the way the screen wraps around itself, you don't see that as a wraparound. It's just like a constant built scroll.
Oh,
Took me a minute to realize. Oh wait a minute, yeah, it's scrolling.
Yeah.
The objective, I guess, is to go up.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that out. But I heard that this game is actually kind of a rare game on Game Boy. It might be a little pricey. I haven't looked up the price, but if so, I guess that's another one in Nintendo's belt for knocking out these pricey games.
Yeah, and I mean, there's only like 3 Kid Icarus games that exist, and now we have 2 on Switch. So, I mean, there's that. I mean, I would love to see the third one, but I don't know if that will ever happen. But
if it does, it'll be repurposed somehow, which I don't see them. I mean, I don't think they would avoid doing it, but I feel like they would have done it by now. If they can make a World Ends With You function on the Switch, they can do anything.
Yeah, well, I just would like to see the Kid Icarus. The one we're talking about is the 3DS one, of course, Kid Icarus Uprising. But I just always wanted it to just be just a regular 2D or a 2-stick third-person shooter because that's basically what it is. But you have to control it with the touchscreen to aim and all that, which is always like really, so like awkward and painful that there was even like a stand that you could get with it to try to make it like work right, and it's like
just like a stand and then the extra C-pad.
Yeah, but you couldn't use that though. Like
that's right.
That was the problem. Like the only thing you could do is you could just switch the main stick, but you could not dual stick with it, which is like, what the fuck, man? Like just release it like a regular third-person shooter. I know maybe that's not what you want to call it, but I always felt like I would have enjoyed it so much better if it played like that, and it wasn't.
It's one of the few games I've ever
play the
looked
way
at
it plays.
and said, That looks too painful for me to even try.
Yeah, I have it. I bought it right when I got my 3DS. I bought it used. I just have the cart, not the book for it. But yeah, it was. I was like, man, this game would be really cool if the controls didn't suck. Like that's kind of what I felt when I was playing it. I was like, man, this would be great if I was playing it with like a regular controller instead of like this, And it looks great. It sounds great. It's like it would, that you could tell they put a lot into it. I just would love to see an HD version of it with proper controls. Still hoping for that. But yeah, I played those two things. But the thing I played the most, which was fun and punishing at the same time, was Battletoads. We all remember Battletoads, right? That was the game that was fun for the first like 2 levels, with your friends to play, and then after that
It
it
blew
got
our
stupid.
minds though.
But it
seeing
looks
those
great.
Sprites,
Yeah, it looked really good for the time. Not to mention it's a Rare game. Don't forget, made by Rare, the same people who did Donkey Kong Country and GoldenEye and all those other games. It says it right at the beginning when you start it. It says a Rare production. But I mean, it looks great. I always thought it looked really, really good for an NES game. It's got a great soundtrack. It has that amazing pause theme, when you pause it and it's like, doot, 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 And me as like most people could never get past the speeder part, and I got way farther than that. I almost beat it, except for I pretty much rage quit it because I got to a part that I couldn't even with rewind, I couldn't do it. But I do remember getting farther. I think I used the Game Boy Genie on this game, or the Game Genie, not the Game Boy Genie. I think I used the Game Genie to get farther, but I don't remember how far I got. But this time around, I got to level 9. And there's 12 levels total, so I got pretty damn far. But I don't know how far you guys have gotten in the game or how far you've seen. But in level 9, you're like in this tube, like you're inside of it's like a tube maze kind of. But there's this like big like circling saw thing that'll chase you through the tubes. I guess it's like a foreshadowing to what Donkey Kong Country 3 didn't that happen in there too, like where the octopus would chase you through the water levels and all that.
That's true.
But it probably happened in 1 and 2 also before that. But that one was much more playable. This one it just goes so fast and it's hard to get ahead of it. And there's part where there's water in the tube and you can't move as fast and you got to jump around and you have to basically memorize everything. And and this isn't even like that isn't even the worst of it. I got to the part with the snakes. Did you ever get to the part where the snakes where they go like?
Oh.
So the snakes come out. There's this whole like level that's just snakes. These giant snakes that come out of the wall, and you have to stay on them, and they'll move like up and down, and you gotta like climb them and go to the side. But there's spikes around too that'll kill you in one hit if you touch them. So you would have to like, I don't understand how anybody would have been able to play this like back in the day with no rewind or save state or whatever, because you have to memorize the whole fucking thing, and it automatically will throw you into these spikes that will kill you in one hit, and then you have to start all over again. And I'm like, this is so fucking mean. Not to mention like I did like there's like some spaceship stuff where you have to dodge these like missiles that are really insane too. Like, man, I had never gotten this far and I was like, oh, maybe I'll beat it. And then I got to the fucking tube thing with the saw and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get through this. So I was like, just quit now before you get like, before you get extra frustrated with it. But it's the farthest I ever got in the game. It felt kind of, and I found a warp. Even in the speeder level.
What?
So I didn't even finish it. I like accidentally found a warp.
I didn't know there were warps in Battletoads.
I found a warp and I jumped like a couple levels ahead right then, and I was like, okay, well let's just keep playing this then, because I was
How does that even work?
I was about to give up because I got to the part in the speeder where it's really, really fast and you got to go like up, down, up, but you got to get the rhythm with it, and I kept fucking it up even with the rewind. But then at the bottom of one of them, it says you hit a warp, and then I went like 2 levels ahead, and I'm like, what? Okay, cool. So Battletoads, yeah, it's on there if you want to
these
torture
games are
yourself.
Mean. The one I played the most was the one on Game Gear. Battletoads
on Game Gear? I'm sure that one was even worse to play.
Oh, wait, no. It was the one on Game Boy.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, was there? I mean, Game Gear,
No, it was the Game Boy that I played the most because we had it for that, but we didn't get it for the NES. I don't think we ever actually owned it for the NES. We rented it a few times, but...
Yeah, I remember renting it and having a lot of fun with like the tunnel, where you're going down the tunnel and you can turn into like the big block and, go across and hit the guy and the sword and the crows and all that stuff. Like that part was fun. Like I said, the first 2 levels are fun as a 2-player game, but everything And even like the shit with the snake, like the snake level and all that, like I could not imagine doing that 2-player. I don't know how the fuck you would do that. Like
Yeah.
it, and you have to do it exact. Like the snake will go up around and it'll go in the wall, and then you have to jump at the right time for it to come back out and for you to land on it. Like there's nowhere for you to stand. Like it's very specific, and it's very mean. The way
At least it's
does
realistic
things.
because
Yeah.
I've hopped up some snakes like out of canyons, and it's pretty tough.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's very much like you have to have like precision, and I'm surprised I got as far as I did. And there's a lot of them. It's not just like one level. It's like 5 levels like this with these like really fast snakes that you have to climb and jump around. And it's like, what the fuck? And yeah, and there's the speeder thing, but there's like 2 or 3 other levels like that. Like there's the one where you get on these little hopping things in the water, and you got to dodge a bunch of shit for that too. So it's like it just keeps going with all this shit. And there was a boss dude that would like kill you if he landed on you, and like, you get hit in one hit. Like there's a lot of one hit kills in this game. You could say it was the whatever the Souls game before the Souls game. But yeah, play it. It's on there. Torture yourself with Battletoads. You guys played it a little bit on there?
I played a little bit. I
A
didn't
little
play.
bit, yeah.
I didn't even finish the second level because I didn't
Same.
use like rewind or save state or whatever. I just played it until I lost one time, but I did manage to beat the first level, and then that second level kicked my ass once those crows show up.
The crows aren't that bad compared to the other stuff. I just wanted to get to the speeder level and see how far I could get, because that was always the we'd like pass the controller back and forth and be like, all right, let's see how far you can get until we ran out of continues, and then we had to start all over again. So I was like, well, let's see how much I can do there. And then when I beat that, I was just like, all right, let's keep going. And I only played it for like an hour or so, but I still got pretty far just from doing the rewind stuff. I mean, maybe if I feel like torturing myself again, I'll go back and try to do the saw stuff. But it's hard. It's really really hard. But yeah, if you feel like the games are way too easy nowadays, go back and go play Battletoads on NES. Fucking beat your ass. Let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, they released a Dragon Drive demo, so now you can finally play it if anybody wants to play it without having a timed thing. It's basically the same as the timed event. So it didn't even change. Like all I had to do was just update the timed event, which I already had downloaded, and then it just turns into Drag X Drive demo. And now you can play it whatever you want. And basically the major difference is, number one, you can play it whenever you want. But the same tutorial's on there, but now you can play games against robot players. And there's like 3 different difficulties, and you can do that, and there's some other shit that's on there. But apparently they added some extra modes to the regular game too on top of that. I really don't know why this wasn't available from the beginning. Like it should have been like what they did with Kirby and what they did with Splatoon also, where like you can play the tutorial whenever you want, but you can only do the online stuff at a certain time. Like I don't know why they wouldn't even let you do the tutorial just when just let you do some stuff and be like, all right, this is at a time, and then you could play people. I figured maybe it would have gone over well, but yeah, you can finally play it, John. I know you've been really itching to play and it's still very tiring. Like I played a game of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm like, all right, and I did better than I ever did before on the other thing. I got a couple I got a couple slam dunks in there. I don't think I ever really did that, successfully against real people, but I played a game. I won. I was playing medium difficulty against bots or whatever, and with bots on my team. And I was like, yeah, this game it's a lot of work.
I'll give it a try sometime. There's a lot of barriers to entry. I don't know.
A lot of what?
Like, a lot of barriers to entry. Like, got to have your Joy-Con at the ready and charged up. And
well,
I use those ever.
I mean, you keep them on your Switch though, right?
Nope. I just keep them. No, I keep them in the carrying case.
Oh, put them on your fucking Switch, because then they'll be charged all the time, and you won't have to deal with all this not using them. Just pop them on the side of the Switch, and they'll charge
That's
through
what I
your
do
dock.
as well. Also, just in case my sometimes I have to repair my controller or something, and I'm happy there's stuff connected that I can use as an auxiliary.
Oh, sure, yeah, right. To go to the controller options and all that. Yeah, I keep mine attached to the system, so it's always
Same.
charged. Plus, Jess and I, we still use it for Mario Party, so the side ones. But yeah, I just keep it on there so it's always charged, and then I could just pop it. It takes 2 seconds. I just pop it off, and they're ready to go. And I tried it on my couch upstairs, and it worked. It worked fine. It worked fine on the couch, and I tried it on my pants and all that, and it worked fine. So maybe the update made it work a little bit better. I tried it down here.
Maybe it was the pants.
And well, it's the same pants. Well, it's my pajamas or whatever. But yeah, it feel like it worked better upstairs than downstairs. I don't know. Maybe there's a patch. I know there's been some patches since release, but yeah, try yourself some drag and drive.
I'll try it
there
out this week sometime.
You could just give it a go. And let's see, Mewtwo is now on Pokemon Legends ZA. There's a free DLC. It's actually a free DLC mission that you have to finish to get Mewtwo. So I wasn't far along yet to play it, but I downloaded it. You can get on there and download it, but you have to be.
So it's like later in the game.
Yeah, you have to be a certain level to get to it, but
Gotcha.
you can download it so it'll be available later. Basically, I didn't want to miss it. I was like, oh shit, Mewtwo! I don't want to miss Mewtwo. And Mewtwo has a Mega Evolution and all that fun stuff too. And they've been doing, they do like these mystery gifts. They give free DLC. They do it for every Pokemon game, and I don't do it for all of them. But for Mewtwo, I was like, all right, I got to get fucking Mewtwo. So I did it, and I downloaded it, and it's like it didn't show up on the map. So I figured I wasn't there yet. I wasn't far enough to get to it. But whenever I do, I have Mewtwo waiting for me. So cool. So I got that. But the main thing I've been playing more than anything, what, Mewtwo waiting for me?
Yeah.
Mewtwo's great, man. He's just misunderstood. He's just so, he's so philosophical about things. About killing his creators. He's the modern Prometheus. He's Frankenstein's monster. But yeah, the thing I've been playing more than anything is Yakuza Kiwami 2. I'm like on the 14th chapter now. I beat all the submissions, all the sub stories. I beat Joe Amon. He was kind of a pushover this time. He was much harder in Kiwami 1. But it's the fighting style's a little bit different in this one. And he's annoying because he had like 2 swords and he gets a shield that you can't destroy. So you have to hit him with like weapons because it's more based on that combat stuff in the new one. But I got through him. I beat all of those mini games, or all of the mini stories. And I got to the point with Haruka, Kiryu's adopted daughter, where you take her around town and she'll ask you to do different things. And it's called Haruka's Requests. And that's where my nickname came from, as the minigame master, because she'll ask you to do different things. She'll be like, all right, play virtual on and get through this character. So like you'll go to like, well, she won't specifically say like who to get through, why, but she'll be like, go to Sega or go to the Sega arcade and play virtual on. Or she'll be like, oh no, I really heard about that cool virtual on game. Why don't you play that? And you have to get to a certain point. You have to beat like 3 or 4 of the robots. And I almost beat the game, because I kind of found a way to cheese it. There's like one of them that has like a homing missile, and if you keep jumping and shooting it, you're really hard to hit, and you can get them almost every time with it. So I got all the way to the final boss, which I had not gotten that far before on Virtual On, just for her request. And it's like, it kind of works like it's like a leveling system. So every time you do something for her, it'll be like you're gaining more of Haruka's trust, and she'll start at like F, and it'll go all the way up to like EX. It'll go like A to S to double S to triple S to EX. And you get different items for like every different level you go past. And I wanted to get at least to double S, because double S you get like this specific super move that you can do with a bowling ball, which you can't get anywhere else other than with the Haruka mission. So, and I've done everything except for 3. I think I'm missing 3 now. And one of them is fucking karaoke. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. So karaoke is like a rhythm game, just like any other rhythm game, where you press buttons when they tell you to. And, it's kind of like Guitar Hero, just with your controller. And I've done it a bunch of times, and I've done it to where I've hit every single one, and I've not missed a single one. And I still get like an 85, and they want you to get a 90. And I'm like, what? Why am I not getting a 90? And and the other one, like you basically cheer Haruka on while she's singing. That's easier. I can get 85 with that. But the next one is like this like pirate metal song, or this pirate punk song or whatever that you do that's super fast. And I can only get like 70 something. I actually put it on the outro of the last episode that we did, not knowing that it was part of this Haruka mission that I would be stuck on. I just thought I was just trying to find a weird karaoke song to go out on. And yeah, it's like it's this pirate punk thing, and it shows you and Majima hanging out while you sing it, and it's really hard to do. And I was like so frustrated to the point that I hooked my leverless up to try to do it just to see if I could get to the buttons quicker, and I did better, because it's hardwired and all that, but I still couldn't do it. And I found out last night that you only have to clear one of them. So maybe if I can just clear the cheering on Hark or whatever, then I can get through. Because I got real close. Like I did a really good one last night. I got like 88% or something like that, but they would get 90. And I don't understand because I'm hitting like every one, and I'm hitting it on the right time.
A star power kind of thing that boosts your score or something?
Right, that's what I was thinking. And I kept checking the instructions, and it doesn't say anything else. It says like push the buttons to do to hit at the time. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else about like boosting or whatnot. So, and I looked online, and there's people being like, "Oh no, it's." I was like, "Dude, it's not easy. I've done it like 10 times, and I've not been able to get through it." So I couldn't beat that one. And also, there's one where you have to win like 1,000 chips in poker in like in the whatever it's the what the fuck is it called? The one that everybody plays now. The one where you have the 2 cards and they put all the other ones out.
Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em, yeah. You got to play that and get all the stuff, and and I can do that. It just takes forever, and I just didn't have the patience to get up to 1,000. You basically have to keep putting. You have to win 1,000 tokens like total, and I think I won like 200, and I'm like, and that was through like 6 games or something like that. I was like, this is going to take forever. I don't have the patience for this, and I don't necessarily have to do all that stuff. I just kind of wanted to. See as close as I could to doing all this, to 100%ing it, just because the mini games are fun. That's what I was saying, the mini game master, because I've done a lot of them. Like I did, well, actually, I think before we recorded last, I did all of the dart challenges. Like there's this whole thing where you meet you go to a bar and you challenge like the easy level dart lady, and then she's like, oh, my sister's harder, and it'll be her in a different jacket. And she'll show up and be like, I'm dart level I'm dart level normal, and I'm dart level hard, and all this stuff. And and there's like 4 or 5 of them, and I beat all of them because I used to play darts a lot, even though it's not like that on this game. But I feel like it gives me an advantage because I understand how to play cricket, and you can play that on there. I don't know, it makes me miss playing old darts. And the dart system is different in this one too. You just basically have to hit the button at the right time, and you'll throw it. I like the way it was in Kiwami 1 because you had to move the analog stick in a way that like would make it like you're throwing it, and I felt like it had more skill to it. And if you were drunk, everything would blur and it was harder to do. Now if you're drunk, it's just the same. It's just when you run around, you can't really control Kiryu while he's drunk. He kind of runs in different ways. But yeah, it's an excellent game. I put 60 hours into it since last week. Oh yeah, and I found a bunch of AEW wrestlers in there before AEW even existed, because this is like a 2017 game, and AEW didn't start till 2019. Well, because it has a bunch of New Japan Pro wrestlers in there who became AEW wrestlers later. Because I saw, Kazuchika Okada's in there. I was like, oh shit, that's Okada, and he does. I found him in the Coliseum. Which the Coliseum is basically where you challenge other fighters, and you can find different characters through there. And I found him in there. I saw Tetsuya Naito. He's still in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And there was a third one. Oh yeah, Kanahashi also, who's like one of the main ones. He's like the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling now. But I was like, I found these guys, and I was like, holy shit! Like there's Okada right there, and he does the move. He does like his finishing move from AEW, that I know of him doing in AEW, the Rainmaker and all that. And I was like, wow, it's in the game. And they look so cool. And it makes me, it would never happen. It makes me wish, I would love to see like the Like a Dragon Sega team, like do an AEW game, or like a New Japan Pro Wrestling game would be sick. Because the characters look so realistic on there. And I did some research. I was like, well, how many wrestlers are in like these Yakuza games? And I kind of just did like a deep dive, and I saw that some of the main characters that you fight in like the Kiwami games are actually based on wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they didn't even really like change their names, because I knew like Samoa Joe was in the Pirate Yakuza game with Majima, and I know like Kenny Omega was in the Ishin game, the one where they did like the feudal Japan thing. So I knew that other ones had been in there before, but yeah, it turns out there's a bunch of them, and they've actually modeled entire characters just off of the specific wrestler. So it would make sense for them to do some sort of New Japan Pro Wrestling thing in the future. And I found a Switch in there too, which is weird to see a game that wasn't on Switch where the creator straight up said that the Switch was a toy and that it sucked and that Yakuza was way too cool for it. And there's a person that you fight that's playing a Switch in the story, in the game story. And I was like, I don't think they added that just now. I mean, he's playing a screen with two controllers on the side that look like a Switch, like a Switch 1. So I was like, wow, there it is. But yeah, I learned how to play Hanafuda. Well, not really, but I beat the Hanafuda minigame even just I don't know, just clicking through it and understanding enough to win, I guess. Because Koi Koi is what it's called, and you play with Hanafuda cards. And whenever you say, basically you're playing till you get a hand, kind of like a poker hand, but you have to understand the Hanafuda pictures or whatever. But it'll kind of help you out. Like if you have it, it'll tell you, all right, well, you got this. And you get a certain amount of points. And if you say Koi, after you get the points, you get to keep playing to try to get more points. And if you don't say it, then you end the game and you end that round and you get the points. So there's some strategy about whether how many points.
Goldfish, koi. Get it?
I guess, sure, right? Go fish.
Goldfish.
But I understood enough to make it through to win it and to get the amount of tokens that I was supposed to get to make Haruka like me or whatever. But yeah, it's awesome. It's a great game. I got to punch the tiger finally. I did the real tiger drop, which I always remember that from playing this on PlayStation 2. Spoiler, but you find that there's the secret golden Osaka castle inside of the Osaka castle. I mean, you've been there, Jeremy. You found it, right?
I have.
You found the golden castle that's hidden in the middle of it?
There was a door that said entrance to golden castle, but employees only.
Yeah, right. In the game, the castle splits in half, and this little tiny and this golden castle comes out from it, and you fight a bunch of people in there. And the main villain, he makes you fight two tigers that you have to punch. And I just remember Kiryu punching a tiger in the face, and I was like, wow, this is the coolest game I've ever played. And of course, it's still there. I mean, they can't get rid of it. But in Kiwami 1, I was talking about it last week or whenever we did this last. The tiger drop is like a move you can do where you do the punch where you punch the tiger in the face, and you can do it to people in Kiwami 1, and it's incredibly. It's got a lot of damage. It'll knock a whole life bar off. But this one, I saw this online, so I didn't make this up. But I saw somebody calling it the kitten drop because it's much, much less powerful in this game, which is unfortunate because the tiger drop was awesome. You could destroy people with it in the other one, but now it does not do as much damage. It does not knock a whole bar off, so whatever. But I got it. You go see an acupuncture guy that will help you remember your tiger punch abilities after you punch the tiger, and then you get it in real life. But yeah, this has been my favorite game for the past 2 weeks, and I'm pretty close to finishing it. I was going to try to finish it before Metroid Prime 2 came out in 1 hour, which I have preloaded.
Yeah.
I just I'm very excited to play it. I'm going to stream it after this. And I've been a media blackout. I've not watched any reviews of it or any sort of videos about it because
nice.
I don't care what you say. It's Metroid Prime, and it will be amazing to me no matter what. So, and
That's
I want no spoilers. So I've been off of YouTube, even though I saw YouTube enough for it to give me my of the year wrap up, which was pretty funny because it was very incorrect. It said that my most watched video footage was for Welcome Tour, which it's I watched I guess I watched the most reviews of that because I'm never going to buy that game, so I wanted to see different people's ideas of it. That's the only thing I watch reviews of now is stuff that I have no interest in playing. So because otherwise if I want to play it, I'll get it, and I don't want to be spoiled. But it was just kind of funny. That's oh yeah, that's what you like. And it said my number one most watched was Nintendo's YouTube. So shows that mostly the only thing I'm on there for is directs. So there you go. You can tell that I've limited my YouTube watching through that. But yeah, that's oh yeah, and I finished the Cabaret Club too, which is my favorite minigame. But I got through all of it, so I'm pretty close to finishing that game. But yeah, that's good for me.
Yeah, my YouTube is I'm looking at it now, but between Shauna and myself, because we watch a lot of YouTube just on the
oh yeah,
the
you
TV,
guys share it,
and that's
so
always my account, so it's all over the place. Lots and lots of us watching travel videos though, getting ready for going to Japan and stuff. So that's a big part of it.
That makes sense.
Well, I also wanted to say I have Prime 4 preloaded. I actually tried out
Yeah.
the mobile app just for fun.
The mobile app?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the eShop app that came out like a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah. I was going to make a comment about that, about Pokemon Legends ZA. Apparently, Pokemon is an action game, because if you look on that app, number 1 and 2 in the action games is Pokemon Legends and Metroid Prime 4. So there you go. Nintendo themselves. Pokemon Legends CA, action. Full on action, baby.
Full on action now.
Yeah, actually, what was it? Metroid Prime 4 is number 1, also on the chart, on the highest selling games. So
Let's hope so.
yeah, no, it is. I mean, what has been for the last week. I checked it a few times.
Yeah, but I've got it all preloaded, ready to rock. I've checked it a couple times during this episode, but it hasn't loaded yet.
Or I guess it would have only been there for a week, because you could only technically buy it last week. But since last week, since you were able to preload it, it has been at the top of the chart for Nintendo Switch 2 games specifically. So there you go.
Very nice.
But yeah, no, you got it. We both got it. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock it. I'm rocking it after this episode. I
want to play that 120 FPS on Switch 2.
The big thing I played a lot this week was Wreckfest. John has been into this game a lot in the past. There's a few weeks there where John talked about this game quite a bit.
Yeah, and it was on sale for like $18, right?
Yeah, it was on sale, and I had been very interested in it since John spoke about it, and I didn't know anything about it, and it just seemed like something I would like, and I was right. It has kind of a steep learning curve, I feel, and they also kind of give you really shitty cars at first with really bad control of it.
Even shitty cars, like for shitty cars, they give you shitty cars.
Yeah, right. So all the cars are shitty cars, but
well, I mean, you got to wreck them, right? You don't want to wreck any good ones.
Kind of, yeah. It's mostly racing, so like there is wrecking, but it's mostly racing. But I do love the. I really love the demo derbies, and I wish there were more of them.
Yeah, when you just smash into each other. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm on the final. So there's I think there's 4 or 5 different tiers in the career mode. And I'm on the last one, so I'm making some progress. I'm hoping to see credits in this game by the end of the year. Having a good time with it. Really enjoy the. You upgrade your cars by putting like different engine parts in it and stuff. And I don't understand that stuff, but I feel like I do when I play this game, because you're like putting
about the same, yeah.
Manifolds and exhaust systems and stuff in it, and you can mess with your tuning, and your it includes like how your shocks work and everything. So I mean I haven't gotten really into that, but I've gotten far enough into the game where they're throwing these cars at me that are just so much fun to control. And then like some of my favorite levels have been like there was one where you were like in a lawnmower race, but there was this Deathmobile going around trying to kill everybody. Like I wish there was more stuff like that, because that was really cool.
Yeah, I saw
the there's some like wacky ones to spice things up throughout.
Yeah, there's one where you're like driving a couch, or love seat or something, and
the physics changes depending on what you're driving. Like the couch one, it's really wonky to steer. If you hit the gas too much, your couch
flips pretty
back
easy
a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it'll spit out really easy. Yeah, as you take damage, your car drives shittier and shittier, and that sucks. So, but it's also cool.
It's like real life.
I think it's like the subtleties of it, like I don't know, you just feel it. Like the game is like so fine tuned, the controls of it. It feels like you just nudge the stick a little bit here, a little bit there, and you can like feel the car, the weight shifting. You can feel the tires on the road gripping the road. I would
say the HD rumble's really good in this one. Like it really helps, like with the driving, and kind of helps you like get your power slides in, because it doesn't really tell you how to do power slides. You kind of just have to figure it out. And they're really important though. It's really easy to spin out going around corners, and there's a lot of really sharp corners in this. And then some of my favorite tracks are the ones where they've got you like going head on with people as you like go around the track, and then you'll like be trying to catch up with someone, and then you'll see them like head-on collision with someone else, and you're just like, yes, this is awesome.
There's one, I forget what it's called, but it's basically a figure 8, but the center of the figure 8 is ramps, so you're launching, constantly going around the track, and then launching your car into the air, and you're like just missing the other guy, then smash, and oh my gosh, it's like even when I lose, I still had so much fun.
Smashing in it, because like smashing's important, but there's only certain levels where that's like the point of it.
Yeah, it's got a good angle. So many racing games can like look the same and feel the same.
I really love it. All of John's recommendation, rubbed off on me. I had it in my favorites. So I saved it and then I bought it right after we recorded last, pretty much. I think a day or two afterwards. So I've played a lot of it. I'm on the last tier of levels in the career mode. So
Yeah,
hopefully I'll see the credits by the end of the year.
yeah. I saw you already had like 10 hours on it. No, because
Yeah,
that's what it'll
something
show
like
your
10
time
or
once you
15
get past
hours.
10. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you obviously liked it.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah, I saw you on there. That convinced me to jump back in and try it for an hour or two today. So yeah, it's very addictive.
It's nice.
Type of game.
It uses the HD rumble really well. After that, mostly this week, other than that, I've been playing Dragon Quest 3. Haven't really made any progress. Just been leveling up and throwing myself at this boss for a while. I got really, really close. Like, I had the actual boss defeated, but the little minions killed me. So I've gotten to that point in the game where I just have to grind. So that's what I'm doing. But I still enjoy it. I like it. It's a very relaxing game to play when you don't take it too seriously.
When you're
The other thing-
when you're not getting killed. Have you gotten any cat suits yet
No,
in there? Have you captured any monsters? Have you used
No.
any monsters for the
no,
Coliseum or anything like that?
no.
Man, that's the fun stuff. Are you still using the same classes,
have the
or
same-
have you switched
I
anybody
still have
around?
the same classes, and I'm thinking about getting rid of somebody because of this boss. But basically, it's my whatever the one is that's kind of the chaos one.
Oh
that
yeah,
person
yeah,
is-
yeah.
That person's gotten it where they barely listen to me. I thought they would get better as they leveled up, but maybe it's just RNG. But it seems like they're worse than they were before now.
Yeah, I forget what they're. It's like one of them is. Sometimes they call them like. It's like not comedians, but it's close to that. Is it troubadour or what do they call it? That one. It's basically they
It's not Troubadour.
suck. They don't.
I
They
can't
don't
remember what
listen
it's
to
called.
you.
I didn't realize it at the time when I selected it, and then now I do.
Yeah, I mean you can still change them whenever, if you go to the one place or
I've dumped so much like stats into them, like to level up their luck and stuff. So they always attack first. They at least have that going for them.
you could probably still keep some of that even if you change classes.
Really?
Yeah, and I know some stuff you keep.
Okay. Well-
Gadabout, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Or is it
yeah, it's
troubadour?
Gadabout.
Yeah, Gadabout. It's something with 3 syllables. Yeah, the Gadabout. Yeah, it's basically like a clown. Sometimes they call them comedians or whatever. They're just too independent, man. They won't do their own thing, or they won't listen to you. They do too much of their own thing. But the Monster Wrangler is a really cool class to have. Like that was the one. That was probably my
maybe
favorite.
I need to go.
That was like
get
my
one of
favorite
those.
class from that one because it makes it easier for you to pick up monsters, and you can use those in the college.
And that was added to
have them
this.
fight. Yeah, it wasn't in the original version.
I did download Prime Remaster just because I feel like I never gave. I don't know. I feel like I keep trying to give that game a chance, and I did it again. Like I didn't. I played for maybe about an hour last night.
Prime 1. Yeah, that
Yeah,
game
the
was
Prime
awesome.
Remaster.
Yeah.
And I will say the control is amazing. Like
Yeah.
the shooting and everything about it, it's so tight and so nice. And my problem is I just keep getting lost. Like it's like the thing I've always had in that game. Just something about that game. Like even when I try to look at the map, it doesn't make sense to me, and I get lost.
Yeah, because
So-
some of the rooms look too similar, like
Just
that
a
sort
bunch of,
thing,
like-
or just the way you travel in it.
I guess so. Something about like the way the 3D mapping is like, and as beautiful as a game as it is, it's still just like a lot of things just look the same to me. So I probably just need to play more. Probably just need to get more familiar with it. But I will say, like, it's a beautiful game, and I really want to give it a better chance. And so maybe like with the new one coming out, if I really really like it, I'll come back to Prime and the first one and try to beat it so I can finally say I've beat the first Metroid Prime, because I have never beat that one.
Maybe you need a Miles McKenzie to walk you through it.
Maybe I
you
do.
can know where to go.
I need my own Rick Moranis.
When I first saw like the footage of this, the Miles McKenzie guy. Apparently, he's only in the tutorial, from what I've heard. But He reminded me of Otacon from Metal Gear Solid.
I can see that.
So it's like I've already seen characters like this before. It just doesn't bother me. Because, Otacon would like shit himself and fall down all the time. He shit himself in the first game. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was gross.
Yep. Yeah, there's a whole diarrhea part.
One of the big things I did that was non-gaming related this week was the Moustache Competition that I've been doing every year. So this was the fourth one I've done.
Yeah, first weekend of December, right?
Usually, yeah, like towards the end. And it was actually on the November 30th this year.
On your birthday.
It was on my birthday, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm definitely going to win this thing because, no, I didn't win.
You were like, hey, it's my birthday. I got to win. You got to let me win.
Shawnee got second place, though, so she always does really, really well, and holds it down for the holds it down for the household because we keep placing every year. Neither one of us has gotten first yet.
Yeah, even when you got, because you guys alternated, because I remember the one where you did the mustard one where you got second. She didn't place in that one. Or she got like honorable mention or something like that, right? Or
that was the year she did Waluigi, which was really good, but even she acknowledges that was one she didn't work as hard on. But her concept was really good, and just she had a lot of really cool props and stuff. And
was she a lion tamer?
Props to her. She was the bearded lady, basically.
Oh, okay.
And she was growing out mustaches, and she could grow them so quickly that she would rent them to people if they needed a mustache, and that was kind of her whole gig. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
good concept.
But my thing this was when I almost said puppet master earlier is because I did a ventriloquism act, and it was going over pretty well. But like when I finally went up to do my talent, which was like basically I did a stand up set as a ventriloquist. Like I wore a camouflage onesie with like a morph suit. So like, the joke was that you couldn't see me. And then I had the puppet talking, and lo and behold, I didn't realize that the lights were really bad. Like the lights are going to be so low that I couldn't read my notes. So I had to actually open up at the top of the suit to reveal my face to be able to read the stuff. So kind of ruined the effect. But like about halfway through my jokes, and they were funny, I thought. But about halfway through my jokes, I just started getting booed really, really hard. Boo, boo. There's like these people in the crowd just like really were booing me hard. Like
really? Like not joking?
So here's what I ended up figuring out, and it took a couple of people.
I thought you all were friends.
No, here's the thing. It wasn't the fellow competitors. It was like the audience. Oh. But the reason was because there's always a heel. Like this is kind of handled sort of like, the pageantry of like the wrestlers, like
let's say like wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's always kind of been how this is set up. And I realized when someone pointed out to me that I was the only, like my puppet was like really foul mouthed and like was talking shit and stuff. And I realized that the crowd viewed my puppet as the heel because it was the only character that was like that of everybody's characters. So it made me feel less bad about getting booed afterwards, but it was kind of, I don't know. It wasn't my best performance, but I thought for, never doing puppeteering before, I had some little, it was like a felt puppet. So I could put I put a little mustache on it. And at one point I put like a third eye on it and it was telling the future and stuff. So It was a good time. And I mean, me getting out of my element a little bit, trying something new. I've officially done a ventriloquism act on stage now.
Now, did you actually, I mean, you didn't, did you actually do like hide your voice or whatever? Or was it just a joke that you were, like, did you learn ventriloquism or was it supposed to be kind of like, I was
definitely a bad ventriloquist. That was part of the joke because during certain parts of when I was introducing the puppet, he would like reach because I had like the stick with the hand, and he would like put his hand over my mouth when I would like make pee sounds and stuff, so that the crowd wouldn't notice. And that was part of the joke too. But I don't know. I mean, I fleshed it out for a little while. I did some writing and stuff and created some original jokes, and I felt good about it, but it didn't go as well as I'd hoped it would. Let's just say, but I still had a good time.
Yeah,
and it's it's a free event. I didn't have to pay to enter, and I got free drinks and stuff for performing and a bunch of cool swag and stuff. So
I mean,
that always ends up being
that's a big benefit.
Yeah, it always ends up being a good time, and there is a decent amount of people there to watch. There's probably the most people I've seen there compared to previous years, so that was a little stressful too.
Everything I've ever heard from any comedian about a show not going well ultimately ends up in some kind of like version of it freed them up in some way. Like, oh, you did that, it didn't go like you thought, but you survived it, you're still here, and on to the next thing. So
I don't know if I'll be bringing the puppet back anytime soon, but I did spend a decent amount of money on it. Like those things aren't cheap.
Did you, I was gonna say, did you buy it? Did you actually flat out
Yeah.
bought it? You didn't
Well, I
borrow
bought
it
it
from
on
anybody?
eBay. I bought it on eBay.
I mean, puppets are not cheap. I know that. I
Yeah, I got a used
have some,
one.
but I have little mini ones that were cheap. But I used to be into puppeteering.
I mean, this is a real
puppeteering
life.
and all that when I was in high
So
school.
was I. So was I.
I traveled with the church group. We had our own living hands puppets, is what they called
I
it.
forgot you did puppetry as well. Yeah, I did puppetry as well, but
We
it
went
was
to
a little
conventions. And
less.
I
We
bought
didn't
a
do conventions or anything.
am I the only non-puppeteer here in this group? I feel left out.
yeah. We went and competed, but and I remember I
No,
went
John, are you?
I went to a place. I mean, I didn't do any ventriloquism thing. We had the stage and all that, but yeah, I remember looking at puppets even then, and I have some that I bought but I have like little ones. But yeah, no, they're really expensive. I even remember the little ones being not cheap. So
John said it perfectly. Like the one I ended up getting looks like one that would have been like used at like a VBS or something like that, like a children's church. Like very.
vacation
It reminded
Bible
me
school.
specifically of one that I had. Like I used to have like Christian videos as a kid, and that was one series where those puppets looked exactly like the one that you had.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was from something like that. Like it was a used puppet I bought. Who knows how old it was? I mean, it looked a little worn out, but I paid like $75 for it. It was not cheap.
So you got to do that. You got to do it at least one more time, right?
I got to figure out something else to do with the puppet, I guess.
Yeah.
The problem is like I'm kind of afraid of puppets, and so are
Me
a
too.
lot of people I know.
It's-
It's like,
it's a-
how do I get out the puppet that is good? This was like, I can't think of another chance to use the puppet unless I guess I try doing some video stuff or something. But yeah, that probably won't happen.
Could dress it up as Mario or something.
Sure.
Make something new of it.
Maybe the puppet will show up in a future episode. I don't know. Listeners, if you want to see the puppet, let me know. And otherwise, Trey, you're free to throw it in the puppet nail, the thumbnail if you want. The picture I shared in the
the puppet thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We got to do like the direct
You don't
and have
have
an all
to,
puppets
but you can.
episode. Like the Miyamoto and Reggie puppets and all that
I mean,
stuff.
what is a puppet but just an avatar? It's an avatar.
Is it the same? I think we have sort of the same fear, right? Was it? I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Automatanophobia. You know what that is, Jeremy?
Probably fear of puppets.
No, it's fear. It's fear of like human-like things that aren't human.
Oh yes,
So
definitely.
puppet. So like you remember the Dark Crystal, like how fucking weird like the main characters looked.
Skeksis.
Not the
right.
Skeksis. I'm talking about the ones who are supposed to be the heroes.
Oh, the Gelflings.
They
Yeah.
were fucking terrifying. I mean, I say like that one lady from Wicked kind of looks like him now.
I mean, nothing's more
But,
scary than a ventriloquist dummy. Like, if there's a specific fear for just those things, then that's the one I have because they're the ones that scare me because they're the ones that are so uncanny and they've got the weird eyes and like and they're the weird crack. The cracks in the mouth are really what throw me off. I think.
I mean,
hate the cracks in the mouth.
puppets in themselves are pretty scary. Especially if you watched any of the Puppet Master movies or any horror movies involving puppets or whatever.
Mhm.
But I think I kind of boiled it down to just like human-like things that aren't human. I think are scary.
It's like-
and a lot of it is puppets.
The uncanny valley of fear.
I guess the characters that are supposed to look in video games too. Some of them just don't look right.
Mhm.
I guess like that game Control. I thought all the characters looked really really weird in that game because they're supposed to be like realistic, but they don't look right. So it's kind of that in that area. But yeah, do you want to wait? Do you want to wait till after the break to open your present?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right. Well, let's take a break. Jeremy has a birthday present. I know that I had sent to you. Do you need to open?
A couple of things.
Maybe you got some other stuff. But yeah, we'll take a break and then we'll talk more about your stuff and John's stuff and whatever extra news stuff we have. So So yeah, be back. Be right back.
Stuff it.
Stay tuned.
Hey, you.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, you. Subscribe to our Patreon to hear our bonus shows, which happen every month.
I'm tired.
Tired of all the big corporate podcasts spoon-feeding you the same old video game news on every single show?
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
Then expand!
With NintenDomain Expansion Pack.
It's us talking about old games that were important to us. It's us interviewing people that we meet at conventions. And heck, it's live shows from those same conventions. It's basically everything you could want that NintenDomain ever made.
Here we go!
And it's just $1 a month.
That's less than a bad indie on the eShop.
It's $12 a year, which is less than Nintendo Switch Online.
Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting NintenDomain.
Just go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast and, hey, Mario, let go. Whoa! He's throwing us back to the show.
So long, Bowser.
Patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast.
Game over.
Back from the break. I think that I was messing up the internet because the Switch 2 version of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is available now for $5 until like halfway through December if you already have the Switch 1 version, which is great because it'll regularly be $10. But I've been trying to download it and I think it's been upsetting our internet, so I stopped it from doing that. But I really want to see if it's officially out now or not, because I thought it wasn't releasing till the 10th, but you can only find it as the upgrade to the Switch 1 one. So I've been looking,
sucking up your internet.
I've been looking for it for weeks. Well, it's a 20 gig download. You know,
yeah, but
that's
still,
you gotta.
It's not 20 gigs at once.
You get that extra. I don't know. Yeah, normally it doesn't do this, but maybe that's it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Jeremy, you got a package in the mail from somewhere?
Yeah, I got a package in the mail. But also, I did want to say, I got a nice message from John. John sent me a eShop card, and I don't know what to buy.
Oh, I thought maybe you got Wreckfest with the money that John sent you. It's what
what I
figured.
What I totally would have done had it.
So it had
not bought it already.
Did you not? Oh, so you bought Wreckfest before you got the extra eShop?
I did,
money.
yes.
Had you already bought Metroid Prime also?
I have.
Yeah.
So I think
damn.
I think I'm officially saying it here. I've looked and my first thought was to get the Soul Reaver collection because that's on sale.
Oh yeah, it's like $12 or something, right? It's real cheap.
I was like, but am I gonna actually play that, or am I just gonna like look at it a little bit and then not play it? Because that's the way I was with the original game. I didn't really care about that much.
I watched you play it on Dreamcast or whatever. I watched you play it. I mean, this was the years ago, like 30 years ago or something. But
I think what I'm going to do
I
with
did
this
watch you
money
sort of
is
play
throw
it.
it towards getting the new Katamari Damacy game because I really wanted that
That'd
one.
be good.
I've been trying to
Sure.
convince myself to get it, and now I have a kick in the ass. And John got me most of the way there, so that's what I'm going to do. I haven't downloaded it yet, but that's what I plan on doing with it. So thanks for Katamari, John.
Oh, no trouble. Yeah. It's kind of amazing that none of us have gotten it so far. I think it's been out for 3 months or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's been out for like 2 months, I think. But yes, I did also get a package in the mail. I'll show you the address it's from.
I'll say, don't look at the address; it might give it away.
I'm just kidding.
I actually
No, I was
haven't.
gonna show you that.
I'm going to send you another package for Christmas. Also, I just haven't sent it out yet. It'll be out in the next week or
I mean,
so.
it's not Christmas yet.
No, this is your birthday package, but there's another one coming to you as well
Another one.
for your birth for you know.
Oh, so I
for,
take it
for,
you didn't
for,
actually
for,
pack
Sa-
this
for Santa's
yourself.
for Santa's birthday. No, I didn't. I didn't send it. I had somebody else send it to you.
I don't know what it is. Opening it on here.
Yeah,
Feels like I think it might be a Switch game.
maybe. Say, don't look at it. Blind. Bring it up blind to the camera here for the patrons.
All right. Bring it up blind.
Try not to break your microphone in the process. I know your microphone's very touchy. Can you see
So
it?
bright I can't see.
Tilt
Tilt
it a little bit. Tilt it a little bit.
Tilt it. Oh,
You still can't see it. You could kind of just turn
Oh,
it
wow.
around and look at it with your eyes open. I'm glad you
Are you
didn't.
fucking kidding me?
I'm glad you didn't buy it yet because I got.
Well, shit. Never mind, John. I'm getting
Yep.
something else.
So Katamari. Once Upon a Katamari. It was a Black Friday deal. I got it on the cheap. So
Damn, Trey.
so I
Thank you.
so I got I bought you physical because that's the only place that that's where the deal was for physical.
Oh, thank you.
I got it
Well,
from
shit.
I got it from Best Buy and had it sent to you. But yeah, they had a Black Friday thing, so that was how I partaked in the Black Friday deals. That's the only time I really do Black Friday stuff is when I'm buying you guys stuff. So I don't really do Black Friday stuff for myself anymore.
That was very kind. Thank you.
But you
obviously I wanted this game and I had no idea.
well, you know, our last Patreon episode that we did, patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast, you talked about how you had liked Katamari Damacy before anybody else did and how you're ahead of the curve. And in that
I liked
episode
this game
also,
before, and he was.
you talked about that, about being how you really wanted to play the new one, and I figured that I could sneak it over to you, and you hadn't got it yet. So,
Hell yes.
so there you have it. I know
You effectively did.
you're opening it on the same day of Metroid Prime 4, so I will not be offended if you don't play it for a while because you want to.
I
play
mean, I already
Metroid.
kind of said, yeah, I'll be waiting to play it, but no, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this.
But I'm glad you didn't go and buy it online before
Maybe I
before
do
you
need to
opened.
see if Kane.
I'm really glad you didn't get fucking.
No, I'm going to think of another game that's a little bit more. That's a little kick in the ass because I want. Yeah, nice.
Did you?
I'm eating good.
Speaking of games that you like that kick your ass, did you see the IGN like top 25 Switch 2 games or whatever that they did?
Yeah.
They put Hades 2 as the number one Switch game. Do you agree with that?
Of Switch 2?
Yeah, number one Switch 2 game.
No.
Above Donkey Kong Bonanza.
No.
I thought it was kind of a shit list, to tell you the truth. Once I saw that the first game was Power Wash Simulator 2, and there's no Trails in the Sky on there, I'm like, fuck this list.
If Hades 2 was the first Hades game, maybe.
But they
since
put
I've already
Hades
played
2
Hades,
as the
right.
number one Switch 2 game.
Because Hades 2 is a
right now.
sequel. Donkey Kong Bonanza is its own thing that can only exist on Switch 2. Yeah, it's definitely the top game, like without a doubt.
Yeah, I thought the list was kind of whack.
No
to tell you the
spoilers.
truth. There were a lot of really good games that are on Switch 2 that were not on there. There's not a single Yakuza game on there. The fuck these guys call themselves video game enthusiasts or whatever.
Well, thank you, friends. There were some ideas at me if you see a sale or something. I mean, I'm going to keep this money. John, I'm going to keep your credit my account for a little bit and get something real nice with it.
Save it till the time is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just listen to your heart. It will speak to you.
I mean, I almost bought Katamari earlier today, so I'm glad I
I'm
didn't.
glad you didn't. Yeah, glad you waited. Because I got you the physical because it was cheaper.
Yeah, this is way better.
So I'm be interested to hear what you think about it.
Because I have
If you play
the
it by-
original Katamari physical, and I have this, so it's like that. I've got the bookends of the series
Yeah,
physical.
yeah. We have 1 and 2 here because just got We Love Katamari, so I inherited it from the.
That's still my
wedding.
favorite one.
yeah, I still couldn't get into that one. But I'm trying. Someday I'll beat it. Probably before I play Once Upon a Katamari, whenever that happens. But there are a lot of sales out there still going on from the Black Friday stuff. So, I know you don't really have a wish. I was going to say check your wish list, but you don't really have one. But there's games that are still on sale a lot right now. So, I don't know. Give it a look. Or you could wait and see if there's other stuff on sale. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I've been very I think John sent me a couple days ago, and I've been spending at least 5 to 10 minutes a day on the eShop going through all the sales and stuff, just kind of meticulously going through. And I really was set to buy Katamari. I mean, that's why I said it. So
I'm glad you waited.
yeah, I'm glad I waited too.
I didn't say anything because I was like, don't get it.
Maybe when the Grand Theft Auto games go on sale again, I'll grab those because I know I'll play those. That trilogy.
They're good.
Yeah, weren't they
They're
on
good.
sale?
Yep.
They were on sale somewhere. Maybe it was a physical version. I mean, do you ever go to? I'm sure you go to Deku Deals, right? You guys know about that?
I don't really.
website?
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. I haven't been actively pursuing buying games other than the ones I know that are important, such as Metroid and UFO 50.
I mean, Deco Deals is just a really good website to go to because they will show you they have charts telling you how much the game has been on sale before and if it has been
right. No, I remember this.
If
now.
it has been cheaper than this before, or it'll tell you everything, and it'll also break it down all the major places where it's at, like Amazon, Best Buy, Target. It'll give you all the prices, Walmart, whatever, GameStop. It'll show you the prices for everything. It'll put the cheapest one at the top, but it'll also tell you and this is how much it is on the eShop. So if you want to know, it's just really handy. You could just look at one game and it'll show you all the prices for everything. And it's cool that it'll tell you hey, this is the lowest it's ever been, that sort of thing, in case it has been on sale before.
Which I know for a
and
fact
more or less.
It's the lowest the Legacy of King collection's been on Switch too.
Yeah, I saw that on there. That's where I found it, was on Deku Deals. So yeah. I was gonna say, if you got lost in Metroid Prime, you're probably gonna get lost in Legacy of Kain, because that's why I had to stop playing it, because the rooms look way too similar, where I got really, really lost really quickly. And I love the way the game plays. I love the way it looks, but I had no idea where the fuck to go, and there's no map even like you would have in Metroid. So I myself got lost in it, not in a good way. So you might have issues with it as well because of that. Because that's why I stopped playing it, is because I just couldn't figure out what to do and where to go, because I just kept going in circles, not intentionally, So. And
Did
that
you
always,
get the
that always drives me
re-release
crazy.
of it?
Huh?
Did you get the re-release?
Yeah, I bought it when it came out. Because I really liked it, because I played it on Dreamcast, remember? And the game broke halfway through, and I could never progress.
I like the music.
Because I played it a lot on Dreamcast, but it just stopped working. The level stopped loading, and I couldn't play it anymore. So I wanted to get through it, but I just I don't know where to go in this game. Everything looks the same. I don't know. I found myself getting lost, and I hate it when I go in circles in a game, and I can't figure out where to go. That's what frustrates me the most, I think.
Well, I called myself upgrade this week because I got two things upgraded. One, I finally got a new phone. I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Yeah, you were the one in the group that has the newest phone now. I'm the one who has the oldest phone because I have the 14. But no, John, your phone was so old that it had
I have the 16 Pro Max.
It had the button on it still. John had the one that had the button on the front, and it was held together by Scotch tape. So yes, you really needed a new phone, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to see you in Michigan, I was like, oh my God, you have this one with the button on it. The only other one that I know that has that is Jess's friend Casey has that too. Just because she gives no shit about iPhone, she probably got it for free, and she has no interest in having any sort of technology. So I think that's why she has it. She's just well, this will let me have phones, or why not? But
I had to finally get a new one because the DoorDash app stopped working with it, so it was an impediment to earning money.
It was at least important to your.
Oh, I guess I have I thought I had the 16. I have the 15.
Yeah, I thought you got the one after me, because you got the first one that has the different plug, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, I've got the i15 Pro Max.
Because I got the last one that used the old. Was your iPhone so old that it used the old plug, or did it have the flip plug? Like you didn't have the
Mine
fat
used
plug,
Lightning.
right?
Yeah, Lightning.
All right. I mean, I don't know if it still had the button on there. It could have been like the old plug.
I still have my
No.
iPhone 4S that has that plug on it.
I still have my iPad 1 that has it. I have the very first iPad, and it ain't worth
I have an
shit.
iPad Mini. I have an iPad Mini that's like,
It's worth like $20, maybe, if you're lucky. The iPad 1. It's because it doesn't run anything.
my
That's how to
iPad
say it.
Mini's worth more than I paid for it.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm loving this phone so far. I mean, it's great. The camera's like amazing. That's the one, I guess, big thing that's a big difference. You can like
Does it have
zoom
like
in
10
25
cameras
feet
on
away.
it now?
It's got three lenses.
It's
Yeah.
got actual like telephoto lens on it.
Yeah, you can zoom in like 25 feet away and get really, really close. It's like kind of crazy.
Can you take
Maintain
pictures?
detail.
Like, can you take pictures in front of it though? Because mine won't do that.
Yes.
When I
You can take
upgraded,
pictures super close. So
When
like,
I
if I
upgraded
have something
mine-
sitting on this table,
Yeah.
I can put it next to the table and be like probably an inch away, and it still gets the whole item still gets a clear picture.
That's
So-
like the macro mode.
so
or whatever.
apparently, yeah, they took that away. Like my older phone did it, but when I got the new one, it didn't because they got rid of it and then they brought it back because they're assholes. But I mean, but my phone won't do that, which really drives me crazy. But I mean, I can do the 25 feet away. I took a lot of great pictures at wrestling events, but taking up close, nope.
So yeah, I'm loving this phone. Skipping ahead basically 8 or 9 years in my phones. It's been a nice big upgrade,
Yeah, when did you get the 8? What year? When was that?
Let's see. Well, I got the 7 in 2018, and then
So it's not that long, I
that
guess.
one died, and then my mom had an old one that she gave me last year.
Oh,
so-
and that was the one that you had?
Yep.
That you were using? Okay.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, yeah, not so much else to do with the phone. I've not been playing games on it or anything. I got the offer for all the free Apple stuff. I didn't even cash in the games one yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, now you got the free Apple TV again.
Yeah, I'm watching Pluribus. I
Yeah,
just started
fucking
watching it. It's a good
watch
show.
Pluribus. It's like the best show on TV right now.
I've only watched one episode. Yeah, I like it so far.
No, it's really good. Yeah, well, I mean, Vince Gilligan, as
he's
people
great.
know him as from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, but I know him from the X-Files because we've almost
He's getting
watched.
back to his more X-Files roots with this show for sure.
We've almost watched all of the X-Files. We're almost through season 8 even. I've never watched that far because I normally gave up when Mulder left in season 7, but he's back now. So yeah, whatever. But no,
also with the phone, though,
Pluribus is really, really good.
That's a
We
good
watched
show,
we
yeah.
watched all of them. There's like 4 or 5 of them out. It's really great.
So also with this phone, I got a new car mount, which is like kind of fancy. It has a motion sensor on it, which is really cool. Like, so you put the phone up to the car mount and it automatically clasps onto the phone.
Oh, weird.
Like,
so
yeah,
you don't have to press anything.
you don't have to press anything. No, you just, when you're like, 3 inches away from the car mount, it just opens up and like saying, put your phone away on the thing. Magnetically charged and all this stuff. So it's cool. The other thing that I upgraded this week was I got the 1 terabyte card
Yeah,
for the micro SD Express.
Yeah, because you and Jeremy, neither of you got a card, right? At all, like any of the Express cards for the
Nope.
Switch 2. I was the only. I think I got a 5, right? I got the cheap one from Walmart, the
Nope.
500
Yeah,
one
so
that was
I
like
can get
$60.
anything. I was just riding with the onboard storage, which is like, it's 8 times what the Switch 1 was, so it's like 256 or something.
Which is what,
Yeah.
like 2? I mean, it's because the old one
256,
was
yeah.
like,
It's 256,
what was the
Yeah,
original
so-
one? Do you remember? Like 30 or something like that.
32.
Something like that, yeah.
It was bad.
Yep. Well, so like even on the Switch, I maxed out my 1 terabyte card, so I was like a little concerned about that. I'm like, paying all this money to get something that's basically like going to give me the same games that I had before, but the difference with the Switch onboard memory, the Switch 2 onboard memory.
It's the
Plus-
5 that I have, the 512.
Plus, then I'm not putting all my games on there that I had. I'm using a little bit more discretion. There's some games that I beat, some games that I just didn't like.
I just
So-
shuffle them around constantly. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
They don't
I
look
do.
enough.
I've been
Does
doing
not
that too
matter.
with the 5. I mean, it was your fault, John. Like you said like around the Switch 2 when it came out, you said that you thought that there'd be a 2 terabyte
I
card
did.
coming out someday. So
I thought by Christmas for sure.
I'm still waiting for that. That's what I did. I was like, I'll wait for that.
I mean, when
but
the Switch came out, they said it was going to operate with up to 2 terabyte cards.
it did, yeah. And then there never was one, and I still think there hasn't been one that even exists that is that size.
I don't think
right?
there
That's
has
mini
been like a
2
commercially
terabyte.
available one.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I mean, also I didn't have like almost $200 to spend on a card. I mean, I hate Christmas. It's like it's my least favorite time of the year because there's not as much work and capitalism bullshit and all that, and just got to get through it.
Well, another thing that I got this week was I cashed in some of my platinum points and I got another one of those signs. I got the Super Mario 2 one.
You saw the sign?
I did see the sign. I got the Super Mario 2 sign. However, it's still in the package because
is it
arrived.
Is it like the other thing that you had, the Mario one, whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, like
it's the same thing. It's just
the
Mario
metal
2,
stand.
Correct. Yeah. It's still in the package though because it arrived damaged. It's scratched on the back.
Oh no.
Oh.
So
like a lot?
I still have to. Yeah, it looks like a cat just like swiped it or something.
Oh geez.
And there's a little scratch on the front too. It's a little harder.
I probably
to
thought
see.
it was an iPad.
Maybe so. Trying to play the game, I guess. But,
Yes. Somehow it ended up at somebody else's house with a cat, or there was a cat at the shipping spot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty convinced that it was actually damaged at the Nintendo warehouse somehow because the package that it came in was fine. It was not tore up or anything. It's just drive damage. So I have to call them up or contact them and say, hey, can you send me another one? I'm sure they will. But update on that in the future. The next thing is that I played Red Dead Redemption updated Switch 2 version.
Oh yeah, shit! I should have said that at the top of the show. Yeah, because you actually got that, and it just when did it come out? Like, it came out like the first day of December, right?
Came out yesterday.
Or about right?
Came
December
out on
2nd.
2nd yesterday. Yeah, and it was free.
Free update for anybody who owns the Switch 1 version of it.
And I gotta tell you, the difference is like stark. It's amazing. It really is like the best this game has ever looked. Like one of the main differences is like the colors are just much richer, which is very important for a game like this because this is, if you've played this game before, it's a very brown game overall. Like if not presented right, it kind of runs the risk of just looking like really
in the
muddy.
brown era.
It was definitely in the brown era, and it's a Wild West game, so appropriately
A lot of brown then.
But like the way they've tuned the colors now, it's like you see every variation of brown, and it looks very red, even though it is like still pretty monotone. It's just like, oh, this really pops a lot more. The other big difference is that it's 60 frames per second solid. I played it for about 3 hours yesterday. It did not drop a frame once. It looks really, really smooth.
Yeah, for a PS3 game, it should, right? Should have that.
Well, but even other games have struggled to reach that frame rate. Even games from that era.
Sure.
It's not a sure thing, but they did it with this game, and I've always wanted to play Red Dead 2. I feel a little bit more like I'm playing Red Dead 2. So
you'll play Red Dead 2 someday.
I'll play Red Dead 2 soon.
It's good. It'll come to Switch. I mean, it's gonna come. I feel like it'll be out of nowhere. I'm surprised it isn't here yet, but it'll happen. They got to do something when they delay the game again next year. They got to put something out. I mean, the other one, Grand Theft Auto 7 or whatever's coming out.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Well, let's talk about the news then.
News. Don't snooze or you miss the news.
We got there was a lot of stuff that like released in between last time and this time. I think the main one that I'm interested in, but I just don't have the money to get it right now, is Marvel Cosmic Invasion is out. Same company that did Turtles Shredder's Revenge, but more based around the Marvel characters fighting Skrulls and all that fun stuff. It seems to be like different. I've seen different reviews of it. Nintendo Life gave it an 8. IGN gave it a 7. I think Nintendo World Report gave it a 9. It's kind of been all over the place. It's on sale it's like $3 off through the 15th. From what I've gathered from it is people like it, but it just isn't as good as Shredder's Revenge. And I think that's the big thing about it. I wonder how it compares to Streets of Rage 4, because I always thought that was the best one out of all the stuff they did. But I mean, I love those Marvel characters, so I'm drawn to it. Because like Cosmic Ghost Rider is in there, that's pretty out there. Like that's a pretty deep cut. You don't really see him in anything. And She-Hulk and some other cool characters in there. And
I also think with that Turtles game, there was a direct analogy for people to compare it to, and that new game met the old games very, very well, and even surpassed them. So that kind of like, to me, boosts people's impression of like, oh, it's like the old. It is like the old game, but it's even better than the old game. So I think that kind of weights the score a little higher, perhaps.
And then in this one, you would have to compare with like the Punisher, or like the Avengers or the X-Men game. Like we did have games like that, and this is the one where I thought the animation very much pulled from the old Capcom Marvel War of the Gems Super Nintendo game, and like Marvel vs. Capcom also, but like the Spider-Man and Captain America characters very much look like that Super Nintendo game. So,
I guess I was thinking that the previous Marvel beat 'em ups were kind of varied, and different companies did them and whatever. But the Turtles games, it was like those were the Konami games.
Sure, yeah,
they looked the same, and something directly to compare it to.
Or Ultra games.
Or Ultra games, correct.
I think something that's really cool about this one compared to the other ones, though, is that there's a tag mechanic in this one where you can actually switch between heroes in single player, which would kind of pulling on the stuff you could do in like Marvel vs. Capcom, which I'm really interested in that. Where you don't have to be the same character all the time. You can switch between one or another, which actually you could do that in that Double Dragon game that was really good, that you didn't like the art style of, but was really, really good.
Neon.
Yeah, no, not Neon. That one was, I didn't like that one. Whatever, Gaiden.
Gaiden.
Yeah, that one. But it had a tag mechanic where you could switch between the characters, so you could be more than one character, which was really nice. But this one borrowed that as well, and I like that. I like being able to not just have to be the same person through the whole thing and give you a little bit more variety to it. I mean, hopefully, maybe after Christmas, if I end up with some extra eShop points or something like that, I'll end up getting it. But there was a lot of stuff that came out. Was it that Western LucasArts game came out too over the break? Outlaws. Like that's another one I really wanted to get, but I mean, I just got to just say I said it. Probably the only two things I'll get is Metroid Prime 4 and Sonic Racing Cross World Switch 2 edition. I just got both of those, so that's that, I think. And like that Blood game, I think is supposed to come out this week too. Like there's a bunch of extra shit that I just can't. I don't have the time or the money to really get around to it right now. But I'd hopefully.
What do you have to do?
Hmm?
What do you have to do? Play Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 and work and edit and a whole bunch of other shit. So.
Viewfinder also came out.
Viewfinder is out now too.
On the 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, you should get that, John.
I really want to. Yeah, it looks cool. I know you played it before.
It's definitely something you're gonna like.
Did you beat it?
My wheelhouse.
Did you make it all the way through?
I played all the way through.
Okay.
Yes.
It's debuting at a significant sale. This might just be a pricing tactic or whatever.
I mean, it's like $24 new, even, right? It's not really.
But it's on sale for $15 right now.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even know it was on sale.
You're gonna like it.
There's so many games right now that I should just buy, though.
Oh yeah, $14.99.
Yeah, got a 7 out of 10 on Nintendo World Report.
Yeah, you wouldn't even drop $10 for Force Strike.
Are you playing Prime, John?
No.
No.
I say John's not. No. You're not as much of a Prime fan. I mean, you played one, right? Like a little bit.
I feel like you played
not
Dread.
Really. I did play Dread.
Yeah, but you didn't beat it. That's still on. That's one you need to go back to and beat.
I do have to. Yeah. No, I've got Prime 1 on GameCube. I got it 15 years ago at GameStop for $10 and never played it really.
Wow.
I did play some of 3.
One of the greatest games of all time.
I have 3 as well. I played some of that. Yeah, didn't get through it. So
yeah, I mean 3 was the easiest one out of all of them. 3 is also probably my least favorite out of all of them. But I would really love to see. I mean, I don't think they'll ever do it, but please re-release 2 because 2 is the weird one. That's the really weird, hard one that I want to play again. It's got all these weird characters that you never see again. It's got the dark world. It kind of punishes you through the whole thing. And I did play a good amount of it after I beat the Prime Remaster, like on the Wii Trilogy edition or whatever. Uh-huh. But I'd like to play it. I mean, it would be cool to see a remastered version of it. We might not get that, but just throw it on the GameCube app or something. Just let me fuck around with it again.
I don't know. Switch. Maybe we will. Maybe it's already in progress. You never know.
Well, they did. I saw some stuff Nintendo saying like, "Oh no, you don't need to play Metroid 1 through 3 to understand 4. 4 is its own new story."
It's supposed to start like a new trilogy, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the rumor. I did see a rumor saying that they'd been working on 5 or that it may be a 4, 5, and 6. I don't know. I think it's going to surprise Nintendo, even though they don't seem to be advertising it that much. But like I said, it's been at the top of the charts since it went up for preload officially. So I think a lot of people are buying it.
Other than Silk Song, it was the most anticipated game, probably.
I mean, yeah, we've been waiting for this game for 8 fucking years since it was originally like announced, right? About something like that. And if you count the amount of time from Metroid Prime 3 to this, like a lot of shit happened. Like Metroid Prime 3 was practically a Wii launch game, or at least it was a few months after. It was, I believe it was within the first year of when it launched, because I remember playing it at Christmas.
That was 2 houses ago for me when it was announced.
That was like how many systems ago? Like we had the Wii U and the Switch 2 and the 3DS. Yeah.
Wait, so have you?
Yep. But no, I'd love to see those games playable. Even I'd play 3 again. I mean, 3 is fine. I liked 1. I mean, 1's my favorite, obviously. I felt like 3 like kind of went a little too casual, I guess. Maybe I thought it was too easy.
I think that's why I like 3, though.
Because you could beat it, yeah.
Yeah, because I could actually finish it.
Yeah. I mean, 3 had some fun stuff, but
it
had some annoying stuff, too.
I mean, at the time, the motion controls were more novel, I think. Like, yeah, they were a pain in the ass, but they still felt pretty novel at the time.
Remember that guy shooting the blaster, flipping over the couch from the commercial? I mean,
yeah, and turning into a ball and jumping up and down. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. You had to play it for that one part. You had to do that, otherwise you wouldn't.
Yeah, I had to go to the hospital for that one.
We got some other games out this week. We got Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I'm still interested in. I've heard it's pretty good.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. I watched
Vampire Edition or something.
No, it's one of those Japanese games made not by Japanese people, but I don't know. I watched the trailer. I watched the review of it, and maybe I'll get it when it goes on sale a lot, and I'll be as disappointed as I was with Assassin's Creed 2 and Black Flag. But we'll see. I could never get into those games. Even watching the review of it, I was like, I'm so bored watching this review. I don't know. It's like when I try to watch the reviews of the strategy games, I can't even get through those.
There's like all these Assassin's Creed games on PS Plus that I haven't even tried. It's like if I'm ever gonna like play an Assassin's Creed game, I'm gonna do one of those first.
Yeah, I bought Assassin's Creed 4 for Wii U, like on the cheap for like $5, like the pirate one that everybody really liked, and it just I couldn't. It was the same as 2. Yeah. I just don't like the game. I don't like the gameplay. I don't like the story. I don't like the Animus shit or whatever, where you're like in a virtual back in time world or whatever. I think it's all stupid. I just couldn't. The only thing I could
there has to be a whole creed to it, like it just be.
The only thing I could get into was that Michael Fassbender movie that came out. No, I'm kidding. I didn't see that. but there was an Assassin's Creed movie that was apparently awful.
Oh, so your Assassin's Creed tattoo is based off of the movie, not the game?
No, it's for the band actually. For the band Creed, they're my favorite. That's I can never get high enough without that tattoo.
I mean, you can't have Assassin without a pair of asses.
It's true, I guess. Anyway, there was other stuff I put on here that I looked for online.
Octopath Traveler 0.
Octopath Traveler 0. Yeah, there's a demo out for that. If anybody wants to try it out, I didn't watch any of the reviews of that either because I don't know. Maybe I'm tired of content. But there's a Picross, SNK, and Capcom out there that you can play. And there's demos for that
Picross?
Too. Yeah, where you can make.
They're 2 games, right?
Yeah, they're 2 different games. There's a Capcom one and there's an SNK one. So I guess it's similar because there was a Sega one that came out too, right? Where you can make the sprites with the Picross puzzles. So they're 2 different games.
Is very popular.
But there's demos for those also if you want to play them. I mean, they're all kind of the same to me, but I understand why people like them, the Picross games. I want
to play Squeakross, where you get furniture for your hamster that you make with the Picross.
You want to play Picross 3D? You like that one?
I do like that one.
Ripple Island. I know you talked about Ripple Island, but there's a new Ripple Island game. I guess sort of. It's not really a point and click game, but Ripple Island, Kyle and Cal's Restaurant. It's like a cooking game, kind of, but sort of cozy too.
It's an Overcooked
style game.
Clone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
clone is the word. Yeah,
but you're just making
directly that game. Yeah,
but it is a Sunsoft game though. That's why I thought you might be interested in it because you like the other one. But yeah, it seems like it's definitely departing a lot from what we had in the original Ripple Island.
Not for me. I did not like Overcooked.
Yeah, Overcooked is stressful. When I was at my, like I said, I was at my mom's house, and my stepbrother Jonathan, his kid Jacob, he was like, I'm gonna go downstairs and play Splatoon, and I was like, oh, did I hear somebody want to play Splatoon? So I went down there and watched him play Splatoon. Splatoon 1, mind you, on Wii U, because yes, my mom has a Wii U, she bought one, but yeah, that was funny. But they were trying to play other stuff, and they downloaded Overcooked for PlayStation 4. Yeah, because my stepdad bought a PS4. And yeah, I told them, I was like, this game is really stressful. I don't think you're going to like it. But they tried it anyway. But I felt cool because I could carry on a conversation with them about Minecraft and Fortnite and all that stuff. Because they play those games.
Got some patches for the Turok games. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw them. I didn't really. I didn't look at what they were.
Yeah, there's a lot of notes. So it looks like a big update for both of them.
Yeah, I think that's most of what was released, right? Well, Puyo on the MSX version on Egg Console, that's out. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny, which is kind of looks like a Diablo-style RPG with different Nickelodeon characters, which I was kind of interested in. That came out this week also for $50.
Metroid is live. I just checked.
It is, yeah, 11:07. So let's wrap this up so we can play.
Mario Kart World got a big update.
Yeah, it did. Did anybody play Mario Kart World?
No.
I put the article. There was an actual article with patches on it, so I didn't have to watch Game Explain do it. I don't watch their stuff anymore. But it looked like it was just a lot of it was kind of fixing some of the online options, right, where you can do the verse mode stuff easier. Is kind of what it looks like.
Select items,
your items better,
customize them,
or you can customize it in that way. You still can't pick your own knockout tour, right? I was like that would be
I don't think so.
Thing that would bring me back to it, or any sort of DLC. I don't know, but yeah, there's a big update for that. I didn't really fuck around with it.
We got some game announcements. Chromagun 2 Die Hard. I know you had Chromagun, didn't you, Jeremy?
I got it.
I may have downloaded it, but I didn't really play it that much.
I think it was I think I have it for PS3, maybe.
I didn't find it very fun.
I didn't like it. No, I didn't like it either. I'm surprised that there's a sequel.
Yeah, I have it, but it didn't take.
It was like it's a not great Portal-like, I guess, sort of. Is kind of what I got, or maybe maybe I forget what I had it from. I know I played it, and I know I was like, whatever. I didn't think it was great, but something that I am interested in is there's another Postal that got announced.
Bullet Paradise.
Postal Bullet Paradise. So I don't know. It's I don't think it's done by the same guys that our friends that did the other one, the Brain Damage one.
It's Running with Scissors, which is the original creators of Postal.
Oh, okay.
And I think they did the one we like too.
So, yeah, I mean, I like those stupid first-person shooters. And you said you saw something in it that looked like AI, maybe, like in the.
Oh yeah, in the trailer there was
in the news
part when
stuff,
the guy's
right?
watching TV. There's like a news chyron, and the words are kind of gobbledygook at one point.
Well, I think that would actually work for Postal. Like, I mean, the news is probably going to be AI eventually. It probably already is in a lot of ways. We had intros for Disney Plus shows that were made with AI. It's like, it's a thing. But I mean, I think it kind of fits within the world of Postal, especially with how ridiculous that the news stuff makes absolutely no sense anyway. If you watch that trailer where it's like, oh, people's self-esteem is down or up or something like that, and you have to kill them because I was like, what? Like, none of it makes sense. Like I would say that might have been intentional just to make the news look as pointless as it is now, corporate news. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad about it.
Toomba 2, The Evil Swine Returns Special Edition. I want to get the first Toomba game that's been on there for a while. That always intrigued me. I like the look of that game. That's the PlayStation look, like some of the PlayStation games that looked good back in the day. Like I think that's come around. We've talked about this before, like the 32-bit look, kind of a thing coming back around. And this is one of those. Looks nice.
And this is like the 2D stuff, which I think looks better for that generation for the PlayStation 1 stuff. Even though I do like a lot of the low poly stuff, like Resident Evil 1 looking stuff. I do kind of like enjoy those.
Right.
But yeah, no, this does look nice from what it is. Yeah, The original one is not on sale, but it's only $20. But I didn't know how many they were of them.
I think there's just 2.
Well, you can get both of them eventually whenever they both come out.
We're getting some Ball Pit DLC that was announced. In fact, we're getting
For next
3
year.
of them. Yep.
And they're free.
Free. One in January, April, and July.
So
Most importantly.
it's a lot of balls to deal with, but I'm glad they're dropping them in.
I mean, will that bring you back to it, Jeremy? I remember you said before you felt like you'd done everything you needed to do with.
I mean, it's just
Ball
like
Pit.
Vampire Survivors. Like, I'll go back to it and play it and probably enjoy it for a bit, but it's not like I'm going to get back into that.
For sure.
That game loop was tough.
I think that one ended up in the top 25 best Switch 2 games, too.
It did. It did.
It was like the games we played like last week, the list. I don't know. Well, there was a lot of recency stuff in there. But another way that I think Nintendo's trying to bury Metroid Prime 4 over the weekend is by putting out a Tetris 99 event for Kirby Air Riders is happening this weekend also.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'll play
Why
it
isn't
just because
Metroid Prime 3? I don't know.
because I love those themes. And I love the music for Kirby Air Riders. Also, speaking of music, they actually added some Metroid Prime 4 stuff like today to Nintendo Music.
Let's go.
Like 8 songs from
That's
Metroid
cool.
Prime 4. Not the entire soundtrack, but it's still like a good almost hour's worth of music on there. So I feel like they're kind of getting a little better. I mean, I feel like it would be the right idea to put out like full soundtracks of games that are being released.
Talk about
you know?
recency
Coming
bias.
up, yeah.
You know, well, I'm just saying I'm still mad that we never got the Xenoblade Chronicles X soundtrack on there. What the
I
hell were
agree.
they thinking?
Oh, yeah.
That's like 5 discs.
Yeah.
Like it's huge. Like I downloaded the soundtrack. It was one of our first episodes, but
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
You still got that game to play, Jeremy.
It's true. No, I have so much games. I've never not had games for a while.
Yeah, I got games for days. I got plenty of games to play.
We have some bad movie news. The last Ronin movie
Like
was
all of it?
canceled.
No.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles mature R-rated. You know, who's the last one left?
I think they're still going to make a game though, which will probably be better.
I think so.
I mean, will probably most definitely be better because movies.
Man, like
I don't know.
that would have been cool. That's the wrong move. So that basically they're giving the franchise over to the guy who produced the Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Yeah, they
Well,
kind
I
of
mean, I
want
guess,
more.
you know, They want more like family friendly, whatever. But like, man, you can branch this off into 2 different categories. Make something for the older fans too, while doing stuff for the kids. There's plenty of franchises that do this. Marvel does it all the time. So don't be worried. Keep on making your last Ronin movie. That people were psyched about that. I think that's a terrible move to diss your fans like that. And like, man, come on, that would have been a cool movie. I wanted to see that. Well, we've been wanting to see it, like a mature Ninja Turtles movie since
I don't
the
think
first one.
they see fans. They see the executive is like deciding
Yeah.
shit.
They want to make the
Right.
monies.
Shit's moving around properties wise.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Eventually, I'm going to see Splinter like kill someone. I want to actually see Splinter like murder a man.
Just gnaw at him like a rat would.
I want to see it like aggressively. Yeah, like, is this really like? Should he have done that? I want to worry about Splinter.
I want to see him kill all the turtles.
Bring me
Like
realism.
all of them together. I want him to actually make turtle soup out of them and feed it to Shredder. Like,
He, like, makes,
erotically. This is the kind
he
of
says-
adult turtle movie I want.
Turtles, I have a jacuzzi.
I want an
And then
erotic.
you get in it, and then he like turns it up, and it's like the frog in the boiling water where they don't notice it as he's slowly trying.
Yeah, he's gonna make the soup and he's gonna feed Shredder, and we're
Then
gonna have
Orokosaki shows up,
and we're
he's
gonna
like,
have like
tonight I dine on turtle soup.
we're gonna have rats and humans fucking in the movie with soup, with turtle soup inside of
This
it.
is why it was canceled.
No, this is the movie we're getting. This is what I want. A true adult turtle movie with soup fucking. Please make it happen.
How about a new Kill Bill short, which debuted in Fortnite? I watched it.
Who cares?
Oh,
If you want more Kill Bill, sure. It was directed by Tarantino, and it was good, but it was also weird to see like the Fortnite characters peppered throughout, like the Banana Man, whatever, like in this little animated.
And why were they
Tarantino
all
movie.
barefoot? I couldn't figure out that part.
well, I mean, like, don't forget, like, technically the beginning of, like, Rise of Skywalker was in Fortnite. So, I mean, this has been a long thing. Like, the opening scroll for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, the worst Star Wars movie, references an event from Fortnite. So if you missed the event from Fortnite, you missed part of the story of the Disney trilogy of Star Wars. So I mean, this is the thing that happens. I did play Fortnite finally and streamed it, and I was really sad.
You finally played Fortnite for the first time?
I was really sad that I missed the fucking Simpsons stuff, and I had to do the stupid fucking Kill Bill shit. Like, and it does, and none of it even like looked like it's not even Kill Bill at all. It just looks like regular Fortnite with like swords.
The bride. I thought it was going to be Marge Simpson, the only bride that matters to me.
Well, I mean, the Simpsons stuff looked really good, and I just I missed it. It's gone now.
Yeah,
now it's like Hollywood land or whatever. Like, fuck.
You're over here graining about missing it.
Nice.
Totally.
We got a Sonic movie spin-off in the Sonic universe
Big
for
the Cat,
2028.
the movie.
Yeah. What do we get? Well, Big hasn't been announced yet. I mean, yeah.
That's
Where would it go in the Sonic universe? Like, I don't even know.
It's fully live action. It's just focusing on the guy from the first movie, like just familial life stuff.
Yeah, it's just going to be about the Cyclops dude.
They already did a Knuckles TV series, so it's not going to be Knuckles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's Tails' turn. Tails' time to shine.
Tales of Tales.
It's gonna be Shadow the Hedgehog, like with the gun, like the shoot everybody Shadow the Hedgehog GameCube game. No, the real. I still want to play that game someday. It's expensive though, the GameCube Shadow the Hedgehog, but I always kind of wanted to. Yeah,
they say the best games are the ones that cost the most.
Let's murder everyone. Adding more to speaking of getting murdered, like what my wallet will be in February. Adding to another February release date is the Ease 10 Proud Nordics Switch 2 release finally came out. It's
so that's
coming out.
Like the upgraded Switch 2 edition.
This is the upgraded Switch 2 edition with 120 FPS and a bunch of added extra story stuff. I guess there's new islands and stuff and all that. I've been holding off playing this game because I want to play the Switch 2 version in 120 FPS. But
you have to finish 9 first.
I did finish 9.
Oh, wait, that's right.
I finished it on Switch 2 because it has uncapped frame rate and it runs at 60 FPS now. But yeah. But no, yeah, it's coming out with those 4 other games that I want in February. Not to mention, don't forget that the Virtual Boy is also coming out in February. So February is going to be a crazy month. It's going to be the new October in a few months. So look forward to that. Still not on the
February is kind of like the October of the beginning of the year.
Yep.
The slush is scary. I'll give you that.
February 31st is always a day of celebration.
Well, to me, I'm celebrating 25 years of Hitman. If you just had the anniversary of that on the 21st of November.
Speaking of Hitman, wasn't there some new like James Bond shit?
There was, yeah. I'll get to that. So first of all, the Hitman thing. There's an Eminem Slim Shady collaboration, which we didn't get to talk about because of the break. Which the theme of it is basically Eminem hires you to kill Slim Shady. So it's pretty cool. I really like these.
Wait, he would be hiring you to kill him?
Yeah, his alternate personality. Yeah.
So if you listen to, I don't know if there's. I listened to
Slim Shady and Eminem are the same person.
So like Eminem's last album that came out was all about him killing Slim Shady because Slim Shady is not, is too like anti-trans and anti-gay and all this horrible things that you should get rid of. So I thought the album was awful, but that was the point of it, was that he was killing his old self, which was Slim Shady, and now his new self. I mean, he did that in some of the other albums too, where it was like more one was one or one. We used to listen to that shit. I still think that one
Eminem show.
The Eminem show is still pretty good, but
it's a great album.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're bad. I didn't like the new one, but that was the idea, was that he was killing his old self because he was trying to make himself like less, bad, because a lot of old like rap like that was very anti queer and all that stuff,
Super
which is not good to do now. And he has an album. I mean, he has a song where he kills.
Also, I've heard a bit misogynistic.
I mean, he has a song where he kills his wife in it.
Yeah, that's
and you hear her dragging his body around. So there's a lot of things that he wants you to kill. But now it's in a Hitman game too, so you can kill the old Slim Shady. You should be able to kill the album too, and just make it so no one has to listen to it anymore.
Do you get to drive off a bridge? Like, that'd be so
like
cool.
Stan.
If you gotta do like the Stan thing in a game, that'd be
like
funny.
Stan did.
Spaghetti did feature in the trailer.
Oh yeah. I forgot they did a whole like Fortnite Eminem thing too, where you could go to Mom's Spaghetti and it was like a restaurant. So stupid. And you could have there was an M&M gun that was like a mini gun that shot raps at you. It was so silly, but kind of cool at the same time. I don't know.
Well, there was an interview with the devs in honor of the 25th anniversary, and one thing that they showed very briefly, and they didn't actually highlight this in any way. They just kind of spat it out there and didn't make mention of it really. But they gave the first footage of the upcoming co-op mode, and also in that co-op mode, it's apparent to me that this is a new level. So we're getting the co-op mode, we're getting a new map, and man, all this for a game that came out in 2016. So still on its 10th year, still going strong.
Oh, it's co-op for Hitman. It's not for
Hitman,
the James
yep.
Bond thing.
Nope.
So yeah, it was they successfully converted their franchise into they did a good thing.
Are you just another? Are you like Agent 48 or something? Then who is the
It showed off two other people. It gave no details. It really was about a 5-second clip.
Your
And
Agent D12.
It showed two other characters, a man and a woman. Yep. So I think that could be really cool. Knowing the mechanics of the game as well as I do,
Does it take
inviting
place
another
in
player.
Detroit?
Oh, the M&M one? Actually, I don't know. I got to jump on and play it.
Oh yeah, I did.
I really missed.
Yeah, I did actually see Eminem because of the halftime show from the Detroit game during
did you?
during Thanksgiving.
Oh, you
yeah.
saw?
Yeah, he played
in real life.
He played. Well, I saw it on the TV while I was on the couch.
Oh yeah, he paired up with
He played with
Jack White. Yeah.
With Jack White, yeah. Which I didn't expect him to. But I was like, oh yeah, I guess they are in Detroit. I wanted to see it because whatever, because the Bears are number 1 in the division now, number 2 in the NFC, because they've actually won 9 games in a row. It's fucking awesome. Our Bears fans have been waiting for this for a long time. They're playing great, or they're winning at least. They're not always playing great, but they're winning.
Kielbasa and sauerkraut that we need.
Yeah, they fart on everyone else, and that's why they don't win.
Some more IOI news. We got more footage of 007 First Light. We actually got 2 videos. One was just a brief teaser with showing off the car, but another one came out, I think it was today or yesterday. It's a full 16, 17-minute video, which gives a lot more details. It was interviewing the devs with giving some insights into the game and their reactions to fans watching the first trailer, which was pretty amusing. But one thing that stood out to me in this new video, well, first of all, it's going to be a series. They called it Episode 1. They called it Beyond the Light Episode 1. So we're going to get a lot more of these until the game comes out in March. But one thing that stood out to me in this one was the focus on melee combat. So there's a lot of improvisation that happens based on where you are in your environment. They show off he's fighting by a pool table, and he finishes the guy off by grabbing a pool ball and knocking him upside the head with the pool ball. It reminded me all very much of Sifu, especially with the throwing that's going on. You can grab the enemies and throw them against the wall, through a window, use a throw to sort of gain control of the fight, which is a lot of how Sifu operates.
Well,
so I really
also Yakuza does that exact same thing before Sifu.
Well, I think that to me it felt like Sifu from the visuals.
Well, I would just say being able to use anything in your environment to bust somebody's heads open. You can do that in Yakuza. Same with using throws to throw them up against walls and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure you can bust somebody's head open with a pool ball. So that's what I thought about that.
Well, it's got me more hyped for the game than ever. So I think this is going to be great, especially because melee combat wasn't really much of a deep thing in Hitman. That wasn't really to its detriment necessarily, because the game was more focused on stealth and
more like shooting, right? Or sneaking up and strangling
sneaking
people
around,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's not really fighting.
Yeah, I mean there was some light melee combat, which amounted to almost quick time events. It felt good for the game, but the fact that this is going to go more in with the hands-on hand-to-hand combat. Seems one appropriate for the James Bond franchise, and then two just like a really nice extension / addition to the Hitman move set, which for people like me who played Hitman hundreds of hours, that seems like something cool to add. So yeah, really looking forward to this game.
But you know what? I want to play Metroid. Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah, Metroid is out. Let's wrap this up. I don't know if anything else that I need to say about the news.
I have to go cough my lungs out.
The only thing I want to say is, hey, please come and watch us next week for our 500th episode at twitch.tv/NintenDomain podcast. Comment and we will read your comment and all that fun stuff. We'll stream. We'll have some people on who have been on the show before. Friends of ours are going to stop by and talk about. I try to ask people who I know listen to the show, who can say about their favorite moments and what they want for us from the future and all that. So check it out. I'm hoping to have like 5 or 6 people on here. So
past, present, and future.
Be swapping in and out. And our friends from other shows and fans of the show and whatnot will be here. So listen to that. Twitch.tv/NintenDomain podcast. And you can also watch me. Well, I'll already be doing it, but you can go back and watch me play Metroid Prime 4 on there after you hear this on that same place. And it'll be on youtube.com/NintenDomain podcast also. So check it out there. And also, if you want to hear our bonus episodes, go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast. I'm going to put a poll up for everybody. Even at the $1 level, you can vote on whatever our next expansion pack will be, which is a show that we do every month. And also I put up the WART radio on all the levels. So all the $1 people got to hear last month's WART radio, which I thought was great. I mean, I always whatever the last one I do, I always think is one of the best ones. But I really like the way this one came out. So listen to it. It's got some fun Sonic racing crossworlds.
These are great playlists. Like, play WART radio while you're doing other stuff.
Yeah, great playlists to listen to. And I try to put little fun jokes in there that are references to the games for intros and outros for that one too. So I always have fun with it. So check it out on there. But yeah, we've been your hosts. I'm Trey Johnson.
Jeremy Kowski.
John Knitter.
And thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next time.
See ya, Prime.
See ya on Viewrose.
Viewrose.
That's what it's called, right? Where they're at.
It is.
All right.
See ya beyond.
Yeah, beyond. Go prime it up. Get your prime in there. Get priming. All right.
Prime energy drink.
I want to play it right now. All right, later. See you guys next.
Love you, bye.